Hello? 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 All right, what's going on, guys? It's seven. What I was saying was, it is 7:02, boy. Right? It is 7. It's 7:02, boy. We're back in the house here. We have volume. We got volume here. I'm late, as always. The volume tend to be a little bit late here, too. Good start to the stream, though. What a start to the stream. Holy crap, the chat is going nuts right now for no sound. I never thought no sound would be so bullish. But what I was saying is, guys, we're going to go over a bunch of bullish things today. Also, there is the bearish trend line that we still have to get over here on the daily time frame. We're also going to go over a couple on-chain stuff, a couple sentiment stuff, bunch of stuff to look at today. We're going to kind of look at a couple different things that we don't normally look at here. Don't normally look at. But now deaf. But yeah, we're going to look at a bunch of stuff today. Should be a fun time. All right. High volume. Voice, yes. Too much sound. You got to be kidding me, man. Gotta be kidding. Now someone's saying too much sound. We're bullish on the sound. Hold on. We're bullish on the sound. Let's see. Microphone. It should be at the normal rate here, guys. Shouldn't be too loud there. Shouldn't be too loud, but anyways, if it's too loud, let me know. But you guys are gonna say it's too loud in the chat anyways. What's up, CD? We'll take a look at Sol. Take a look at Sol. It was better with no sound. But anyways, let's go over the Bitcoin chart. So, guys, we know yesterday, right? We know yesterday. We know yesterday we were in this falling wedge, right? We were in this. We were talking about this big falling wedge, right, on the 4-hour time frame, where, you know, this is more of a long-term wedge. We did break out of one yesterday. We actually did break up from it, but Bitcoin decided to come back down into it, and we're sort of just into it. Now, what I'm looking at now, and I think we were getting it a little bit too far ahead of ourselves on sort of a little bit too far ahead of ourselves on that wedge. And I think we should be looking more at this this bull flag, right? This bull flag, you can take it from the hourly, you can take it from the 4-hour, but overall, I think it is looking pretty nice. We have multiple touches on the top side, multiple touches on the bottom side, and if you want to look at this from a moon boy perspective, which we can look at it in the moon boy perspective. Let's go back to the hourly chart here real quick. It was on the 15-minute chart there. Let's go back to the hourly. If you want to look at it from a moon boy perspective, okay, let's take what our flagpole would be. So let's take our swing high from this, right? So our top touch to potentially our bottom pole, right? Would put the measure move out of this, okay? If this does break out, what's up, Quadro? If this does break out, would put our target all the way up here near 52,500, right near our previous highs. Now, obviously, we have to break our resistance first with some volume and preferably with a back test. But right now, that's what looks like. We're just kind of oscillating in this little falling channel, right? So we'll see if Bitcoin does break here. If Bitcoin obviously breaks this support line coming down, we might have, some other stuff to look at where we could potentially fall to some of these, bigger fib targets, maybe the 0.618 down to 45,000 if Bitcoin does continue down there. But that's something that we'll watch coming up. Now, we know we're still looking at this bigger falling wedge, which you guys know I love my wedgies, right? And this one is one of the bigger wedgies that we've looked at in a long time, right? This one's bigger than our normal 1-hour wedgies. This one's a 4-hour wedgie, right? This is bigger than the wedgie I gave Bob last night, all right? The wedgie I gave Bob last night was extremely big, and he's still recovering. He's still recovering. He'll probably tell you about it shortly. He's really hurting right now. He was pissing me off yesterday about SHIB. He's kept bragging about how good SHIB is and how how SHIB is the best investment ever, and I was having enough of it, so I decided to give him a giant wedgie. But anyways, you can see how many times yesterday we tried to get back up and break out of this wedge. Like, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts at breaking out of this wedge. We just couldn't do it yet. Interesting enough, if we look at what our bull flag is, our bull flag resistance is also this wedge resistance. So that's why it's so important that we watch this channel here. And if we do break down from the channel, well, we talked about yesterday how we could possibly see one more touch on the bottom, right? Is a possibility. Am I thinking that we're going to drop all the way back down here to fit 42,000? I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the dip back all the way to 42,000, but you cannot rule out the possibility of Bitcoin doing that, right? We have room to run down on the 4 hour if we want to. We're kind of just sitting right in the middle of the RSI here, so we could really go either way on that. If we actually bring up our stock RSI, not really any volume coming in, but you can see we're kind of, the volume's declining, which usually means that we're going to see a pretty big move soon. You can see how the volume's generally kind of falling off a cliff here. But let's get rid of that real quick. And let's bring up our stock RSI. Whoops. I have my 5 indicators up. Let's get rid of this one. Got the 5 indicators up here. Let's see. Move out. Get out of here. Get out of here. TradingView Pro, you can only have 5 indicators, man. Stock RSI. So the 4 hour stock RSI, like we were saying yesterday, is now officially bottomed out. And this is why I think it's more likely that we break up than down here. Why? Well, our momentum seems to be kind of, the sellers can't really push it down, right? The sellers are having a hard time pushing the price down. And there's multiple reasons of why we're going to see that. I am so freaking excited to see what Bitcoin's going to do the rest of this year. I'm really excited for multiple different reasons that we're going to look at shortly. This wedge is just the start of it. If you look at the 4 hour momentum, this looks like, right, it's bottomed out. Normally when this is bottomed out, it tends to be a relative local bottom. And the thing is, we're bottomed out right below resistance. So if we get any type of upwards momentum, it's likely that we break out of this, right? And back up to our target around 53,000, right? We don't have much room to go on the momentum here. Okay, you can see when we're bottomed out on this, we usually get somewhat of a bounce. And all we need is a little teeny bounce to break this resistance. A little teeny bounce. We're talking about this resistance being upwards of, 47,800 right now. So we're about $700 off. We know Bitcoin can do that in a matter of 5 minutes if it really wants to. It's just a matter of Bitcoin doing it, all right? It's a matter of Bitcoin doing it. Let's see what the poll's looking like here. So we have 735 votes on the poll. What comes first for Bitcoin? 52K, 60%, 42K, 40%. So it seems like at least the YouTube sentiment here is back to bullish. Like I said, it's not too much of an indicator. I think we've really only had maybe 1 or 2 super bearish polls. One of them was right here that marked the exact bottom. And I don't remember if we had any down here. I'm sure we did. But I remember most people being bullish down here too, which in hindsight was a pretty good idea in hindsight. But I digress there. We're not going to get into any rants alerts just yet. Can you show us how you add stock RSI? Yeah, dude, to add stock RSI, click indicators, right? Just type in stock RSI. And you just click it right here. I'd probably press the little star here to favorite it so that it's always in your favorites. But that's how you add the stock RSI. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Just type it in the indicators section. But yeah, dude, I think the momentum is looking up, at least on the 4 hour. We'll go over the daily too. The daily's looking pretty good too. But if you look, what is Bitcoin trying to hold today, guys? Again, on the 4 hour, what is Bitcoin trying to hold? Our previous 4 hour close high from back here on September 9th, look at exactly where we are right now. You can't make this stuff up. This is going to be a big 4-hour close and a big daily close tonight for Bitcoin. Can we close above this? Right? If we close below this, well, will we see some lower price action, right? We know it's possible. If we break this level, maybe we get some lower price action, right? Maybe. Bitcoin does what it wants to do. But like I said, the momentum, we don't have too much momentum left on the downside. I'm just not sold on the downside momentum right now. But yeah, we're trying to hold these previous resistances, flip this support, okay? And we're trying to bounce off, and hopefully we can bounce and just break out of this at the current moment. But it's a fresh wedgie. It's a fresh wedgie. The wedgie wants to break just like Bob's underwear last night. Whoop! Whoop! I took Bob and I stretched him out like, yeah, no idea. This was Bob's face last night. Jordan! I was kidding about your wedge. Stop! I'm done. That was Bob's face last night when he was making fun of my wedge. Don't make fun of Jordan's wedge. Okay? Don't do it. All right? Let's hit up the like button for Bob's wedgie. Okay? Hit up that like button for Bob's wedgie. Our new goal for every stream is 1,200 likes. We did it yesterday. We hit 1,400. Let's hit 1,200 again today. Heck, let's hit 1,400 again today. I think we can do it. Even with a Bitcoin slowly. All right, so let's check out Bitcoin. All right, on the daily. What is Bitcoin doing on the daily? And this is why I do believe that we most likely have some more momentum to the upside. It's not guaranteed, right? It's not guaranteed, but let's take a look. So Bitcoin, also we know we had the golden cross, whatever. We've talked about the golden cross 1,000 times for Bitcoin, right? 1,000 times for Bitcoin. 1,000 times, but sort of we're coming back down. It looks like. Do we come back down and tag our 50-day moving average? We haven't done it in a while. We haven't done it really this other than right here. We haven't really come back down and tagged it yet and confirmed it as support after getting back over it. Do we come and tag it? Right now it's sitting at approximately about 46,200, and the 200-day moving average is sitting at about 45,800. Do we possibly see one more wick back down to confirm support? I wouldn't rule it out, guys. I would not rule it out, right? Over the course of maybe the next couple of days, we have one day where we maybe wick down to like 45,800, wick off the 200-day moving average, confirm it as support, and continue up. Because that seems like what we've done, right? We've hold it as support, flipped it as resistance. Maybe we hold it as support. Maybe not today, right? Maybe not today, but just for example, we come up and we hit it as resistance and we move up, right? Just a possibility. It doesn't have to happen, but usually you want to confirm those as support. Now, looking at sort of what I was looking at the daily time frame. So we know what we want to do for Bitcoin here, right? What we don't want to do, okay, is what we did up here, which was have basically an uptrend of support, breaking it and not able to reclaim that uptrend of support. That's what we don't want to do here. We have a very similar thing here where we have an uptrend of support, and so far, we haven't really tried too much. So far, we are not able to reclaim that as support. So that's something I am watching here. I want to reclaim this trend line if we can, just to sort of avoid what we did back here, okay? So where we don't round out and then have another dip to the downside. Now, I don't believe that's going to happen. I think it's a little too obvious to make the same thing here twice in a row, right? But it is there. It is there. So what we want to do here is we want to, over the course of the next couple weeks, break back above this trend line, which I do believe is coming for a bunch of different reasons that we'll go over, right? So the other thing I wanted to talk about is this for Bitcoin. So our stock RSI on the daily still has momentum to the upside, which I do like. And if you look at some of the last couple times that Bitcoin was topped out, it tends to be when we're topped out on the daily stock RSI. All right, you can see right here on this little move up, we were topped out in the daily. All right, on this one before a pretty decent sized dip, we were topped out on the daily. We're not topped out yet. Doesn't have to mean that we have to be topped out. But if you look back at some of the last couple times, topped out, right? Before this big dip right here, we got topped out. So I'm waiting for this to get topped out. I still think we have more momentum. We just looked at the 4 hour. We got momentum on the 4 hour. Got momentum on the daily to still move up. I'm liking the looks of the overall charts here for Bitcoin, right? You guys know I do like those. What else do I want to look at in the daily? That's really it in the daily, man. I just want to reclaim this. I really just want to reclaim that level there, right? Send those likes to the moon. Look at the 5 minute. Look at the 5 minute chart. All right, let's get rid of this poll here. Let's get rid of that poll. We had a little miscue on the stream in the beginning. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Why was my mic off? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Someone's going on my computer. Was it Java? It was my Java or Bob going on my computer, man. All right. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Not much has changed with this, guys. Not much has changed with this. You know, we could look at this every day. Not much has changed, right? We're still just holding both our 20 MA, right, and our 20-week EMA. It's pretty simple. As long as we're above those, we're good. Not much else to really talk about here on the weekly. You know, I guess sort of we can look at the stock RSI in the weekly, but what I will say is on the stock RSI in the weekly, you actually want to be overbought. And it sounds counterintuitive. But like I've always said, from Bitcoin from November to the middle of January was overbought in the stock RSI, and that was the best time for Bitcoin, right? From about this level right around here till about literally this top. That was the most parabolic part of Bitcoin's run, and it was topped out in the stock RSI. That's why I want to remain topped out here, and that's why I think I want to see Bitcoin have a little bit more momentum to the upside. Now, it doesn't have to happen that way, right? You can be like 2017 where every dip you sort of reset the weekly RSI all the way up, right? It can be like 2017, but I would prefer, like I said, to stay up here, and I think that shows that this is really strengthened the market for Bitcoin. So we'll see what Bitcoin does on the weekly time frame, but there's not really much else to really say here on this time frame. What I will say is, what I like what Bitcoin's doing, just in the grand scheme of things, like not only are we holding our weekly support bands, but what we also are doing, okay, is we're also holding our previous support levels from back here, right? So this was our previous support. It doesn't show it about 43,000. Doesn't show it here in the weekly, but we got a little resistance there. And now we're holding this as support again. So I like this general swing level that Bitcoin is holding right now as support on the weekly. Now we just need to get that bounce, like we've said, for BTC, right? How many people think I should smack the like button? Steven, here's the thing. I love you, Steven, okay? But if there's one thing I will say about you, Steven, is I don't think you like crypto. I don't think you like crypto. I think you're being a hater. Hey, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. All right, so that's basically the Bitcoin charts, right? We're waiting on some of these shorter term time frames to tell us what we're going to do in the longer term time frames. We'll go over some other stuff shortly, but I quickly wanted to touch on some on-chain stuff, all right? So we have this from Bitcoin Archive, right? Which really good account. You guys should go follow it. Really good account. So this is the liquid supply of Bitcoin. If you guys are on Twitter, you've probably seen this from Will Clemente, Willy Woo, all these guys. But this is what gets me super excited for Bitcoin. This is one of the things that gets me super excited for Bitcoin. But this is one of those, right? So what you're having here is you're having, basically what they mean by, a liquid supply is basically how Bitcoin Archive describes it here is entities with a history of hodling and unlikely to sell, right? So, you know, how much Bitcoin or how many hodlers there are that have held Bitcoin for a long, long time and are very unlikely to sell, or don't move around their Bitcoin. That's the orange line here, okay? The price is the black line. You can see historically, look at where we are right now on this. We're all the way past all-time highs, all right? So we passed all-time highs on entities that are usually hodlers, right? The liquid supply, past all-time highs, but the price hasn't followed it yet. If you look at normally when you have a divergence between these two, okay, you usually see a big uptick in Bitcoin's price that follows, right, the illiquid supply. Perfect example is down here, right? You had divergence from the two. Liquid supply started, you know, it was way above the price. What did that do? Well, that pulled the price up. If we look left here a little bit, right, back here in February 2021, right, liquid supply taking off, price going down. What did that do? Bitcoin smashed it way past to the upside. Okay, huge run. Another example right here, bullish divergence. What did Bitcoin do shortly after that? Smashed it to the upside. This is one of the things that gets me super excited, really excited for Bitcoin here. And I see the Bitcoin price catching up to this relatively shortly, really shortly, within the next couple weeks. I see Bitcoin catching up to this personally. Obviously, bearing in mind that if we do have some type of black swan events, who knows what that could be? You know, stock market struggling, you know, whatever it is. There's obviously things that can throw this type of data off. But I do like what I'm seeing on this in particular. All right. The other one I wanted to touch on is this one. So this one's from CoinGeist. I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't know if this is actually his, so keep that in mind. He might have just took this from someone else. But so this is basically the Bitcoin Twitter sentiment against the Bitcoin price, right? Over the course of time. You can see it generally follows the price. But what I'm like to see here, and you guys might be saying something different, look at how low the sentiment is. So the sentiment, okay, right, is right here. The green line, all right? The Bitcoin price is the yellow line here. Look at how low the sentiment is on Twitter compared to the Bitcoin price. To me, that shows that there's still a lot of bearish sentiment in the market. It shows that there's a disbelief in Bitcoin right now. And that makes me think that we're in the disbelief phase of this next run of the cycle, right? Maybe not the whole cycle, but maybe the second run of the cycle, we're in that disbelief phase. It's starting to go up, right? People are getting hopeful. But generally speaking, the sentiment is at the same levels where when Bitcoin was down here at like $14,000, right? So there's a lot of disbelief in crypto right now, a lot of disbelief in Bitcoin right now. And this is another thing that gets me excited because this means that the general retail and the general investor really hasn't fully came back into the market, right? Some people have, but the general investor hasn't came back into the market. This reminds me a lot of down here when we had the big crash in March, right? The price was way over the sentiment. And then eventually, obviously the sentiment caught up and then the price caught up after. And I see that happening now. I see the sentiment catching up and then the price moving up as well. Reminds me a lot of down here, All right. That's what I'm looking at these two charts. I think these are two charts that get me really excited. This actually kind of goes with the Google Trends is very similar to this as well. Yeah, man, I'm expecting a good rest of the year for Bitcoin, and possibly a bull run into 2022, assuming that there's no big stock market crash, right? That could obviously hinder it, right? You can't predict black swan events. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. If we have a stock market crash, all right, cool. Bitcoin's probably going down too. But I do like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin over the course of this next couple of weeks. Right? Jordan getting bearish. Let's see. Are we about to go parabolic? Jordan getting bearish. I'm spitting hopium right now. Come on, guys. I am spitting hopium right now. It's not just hopium. This is actually stuff that's making me super bullish. It's not just. You guys know me. I'm not just going to spit hopium just because. Like if I'm bearish, I'm going to be bearish. It'll probably put me in a slightly bad mood. I'm in a good mood today because I am liking what Bitcoin's doing right now. Yeah, short term, we're going down 1% in the day. Oh, 1% in the day.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
But does that really matter in the grand scheme of things? No. Altcoins are definitely taking a hit today. Altcoins are definitely taking a hit. I would be surprised that the Bitcoin dominance when moving down. And you can see this, the S&P 500, guys, is still dropping, right? So this is the one thing that could hold Bitcoin back, is if this does continue to drop, could hold Bitcoin back. That's the one thing, right? The one thing I'm watching for Bitcoin. And the one thing I think could stop Bitcoin is if this keeps going down. So we got to continue to watch this. But this looks like it's just based off where it is right now. If it doesn't bounce where it is now, it could come a little bit lower. So maybe that affects Bitcoin a little bit, but we'll obviously watch that. The DXY, I know, was moving up again today, or yeah, I know it was yesterday, and I'm assuming it was today too. Yeah, the DXY is moving up. The DXY is moving up. My charts all got messed up today, along with Streamlabs. Streamlabs got all messed up today. So, yeah, the DXY is moving up. So what we want to do on the DXY, I think, is definitely what we want to do here is get rejected somewhere at this level. I don't like the looks of how the DXY looks right now, to be honest. That's one thing we got to watch here, where if this does break this level, you're going to want to get a rejection from this level here. Those are probably the next two levels to watch. I think we've sort of looked at a pump for the DXY. I don't know where my my wedge went. Where's my wedge? Where's my wedge? China Evergrande crash. I actually heard about that a little bit today. I haven't looked too much into it though, to be honest, to like really speak on it. So I'm not going to speak on something that I didn't truly do research on, but I did see some stuff around that today. Could be a little bit of an issue in the short term. Could be, right? Don't think it isn't right now, but potentially could be. They're going for alts even more, make Bitcoin dominance go up. Yeah, real quick, I wanted to look at the Bitcoin dominance too. The Bitcoin dominance. I don't have it saved on there, which is kind of annoying. I gotta save this. Bitcoin dominance. All right, so the Bitcoin dominance is bouncing today. Makes sense, right? Alts are getting not crushed, but I mean, they're having pretty bad days. ETH down 5%, Link, DOT down 7%, ADA down 3%. So, I mean, most alts are down right now. There's a few that are up, very few in between. Matic's up. That's all I'm really seeing on my list. I mean, there's obviously other ones that are going to be up too, but yeah, this is getting a bounce. What do we usually know? When Bitcoin's going down, right? The altcoins tend to dump a little bit harder than Bitcoin. That's what you're seeing today, and the Bitcoin dominance goes up. That's why I generally want the Bitcoin dominance to fall, right? I want the Bitcoin dominance to fall because that would mean that, Bitcoin might be getting a pump. It just means that the altcoins might be pumping a little bit harder than Bitcoin. So we did break it back above this level here, which I don't love. We could maybe come back up to about 45%. What we want in that scenario is that we want that to be a big Bitcoin pump and the altcoins to maybe settle down a little bit, or money from altcoins flowing into Bitcoin. That's what we want in that scenario. right? What we don't want is Bitcoin dropping and altcoins potentially dropping too, right? That's what we don't want in the short term. This is we're talking short term stuff, guys. I think we just went over why I'm bullish in the medium to long term. We're talking the next week or two, right? We're talking the next week or two. Not crazy stuff here, but that's what could happen in the next week or two. Maybe a move back up there, potentially, right? So that's what we will be watching. Huge W pattern forming. Yeah, I think I saw someone else talking about how it's similar to, very, very similar to 2018, right? Very similar to 2018, where we came up in March, came back down, went back up again. So we came down, came back up, came back down. Maybe we come back up again, right? Very similar to 2018. Now it's the dominant, so it might not play out the exact same way, but you know, it's something to watch. Something to watch here. Something to watch. Basically, it doesn't have to mean that the price action goes the same way. It's obviously just the dominance chart, you know. Sunflower, I have to slow down how much dip I buy. I don't have any fiat again. Sunflower spending all our fiat. All our fiat. All right, let's do some of these super chats. Sir Dude said no sound. I think we're good on the sound. Thank you for the super chat, Sir Dude. Appreciate the reminder, man. C Day said Sol looks primed for a breakout on the 4 hour. Sol looks primed in the breakout for the 4 hour. We'll check Sol real quick, and then we'll hop on to Bitcoin, or hop on to Ethereum. Sol on the 4 hour looks primed. It does. It's still in this channel. It's still respecting this channel very, very well for Sol. All right? Very, very well for Sol. What we want to do here, obviously, is we want to bounce off this and have continuation back up. Right? That's what we want to see here for Sol. Continuation back up to about 170. Right, about 170. If we do break this resistance, that's obviously the first resistance that we'll have. But you know, we're coming up on a pretty important, really one of the only supports that Solana really has here. Like I said, there's not really any support if we break this current level to potentially a little bit lower, right? So maybe come back down to the golden retrace. This is if Bitcoin dips again. If Bitcoin has another dip like we talked about in our wedge, right? If we look at our wedge, if Bitcoin does come back down, right, to, the bottom of this wedge again, one more time, right, 42,000, you could see Sol, right, potentially come back down to maybe, it sounds crazy, but like $96 or so. Seems crazy. Seems crazy. We got to remember Sol was just at 215 a couple days ago, or about a week ago. About a week ago. That's only if Bitcoin goes down again, though. All right, we're not 100% certain about that. Not 100% certain. Rip Sol. The mother of all wedgies. This is the mother of all wedgies. You know what I mean? All right, let's look at ETH real quick here. Quadro said, thanks for making me reboot, nerd. Thank you, Quadrovert. Thank you for calling me a nerd. I am a little bit of a nerd, so it kind of makes sense. A small nerd here. Nyana said, awesome, dude. Thank you, Nyana. BZH said, smash the likes. Yeah, guys, smash those likes. I'm not sure how many people we have in here today. We had a little bit of a messed up start with the volume, but I think all is good in crypto land. All is good in crypto land with the volume being back up. The volume, like I said, is looking very bullish. Very, very bullish on the volume. All right. Then Caesar said, since you mentioned a Black Swan event, what do you think of possible China? He said, I don't know too much about it, but I think it could have potential effect in the short term if it does play out. Obviously, I'll do my research on that, though. Lucas said, hey, you fly to Dubai, have look for Dot. Maybe we'll look at Dot. Maybe we'll look at Dot shortly. Algorand? Yeah, we'll look at Algo in a second. Algo taking a little bit of hit too. I mean, all coins are taking a hit today, guys. Altcoin taking a hit, so we'll check out all of them. Let's jump on into Ethereum real quick, right? Just to do a quick Ethereum update. So ETH is dropping pretty far here. down about 5%. I mean, like I said, all altcoins are down today. Interesting. I mean, ETH is, could you say it's in some type of pattern? I don't really think so. I don't really think it's really formed any type of pattern just yet. Go to 4 hour on ETH, see if it maybe has something similar to Bitcoin, maybe. Not really much there for ETH, right? Not really much there for ETH. So you're coming down here for ETH. You've broken some important levels, right? So you broke below that high, and you broke below this high. Yeah. I am a good sport. I am a good sport. But you know what? I actually don't like. To be fair, I know I used to always complain about the trolls. There's not a lot of trolls on my channel. There's really not. Like, I watch some other channels sometimes, and they have a lot more trolls than I do. I don't usually see a lot of trolls on my channel. I don't. Now that there's more trolls when the price is going down, right? Last couple months, crypto's been pretty good. So that might be something to do with it. But even when the price was even in May, June, and July, there weren't that many trolls in the chat, generally speaking. But no, we broke below this support. We might have another support here. And let's actually take a look at our fibs. Let's take their swing high to swing right there. So we're trying to hold the 0.5 Fibonacci level there. You can see we're literally smack dab right on the 0.5 Fibonacci, okay? If we break that, right, we obviously have our 0.618, which makes some sense when you're looking at the charts, right? There's a couple peaks at this level, at the 0.618 Fibonacci, at about 33.26. So if ETH, for whatever reason, can't hold this 0.5, which is at right now, that's probably where you're looking at the next move for ETH here in the short term. Other than that, like I said, there's not much really going on here with ETH. You know what I mean? Trying to see if you got maybe anything going on. Not yet. So there's not really any patterns going on with ETH. One thing that not really. Not really. So we'll continue to watch ETH. ETH is just kind of making its way down slowly there. So we'll watch that. Let me actually just keep the fibs up here so you have it. Right there. Perfect. Good to go. Let's go to the daily time frame. Just get rid of this for this chart. So the daily, actually, I mean, it makes some sense at this level on the daily. If you look, you do have a peak right here in the daily from August 23rd, and that's exactly where you're at right now for ETH. So it does make sense for ETH to sort of come back down to this level, sort of. But what we want to do is we definitely want to bounce from this level. I wouldn't want to break back down below this level for Ethereum, generally speaking. If we do, well, we sort of have this uptrend of support that's been pretty nice for Ethereum since about August 8th. So for about the last month and a week or so, this has been a pretty good support level for ETH. Now, when we look at this, what can you guys see on the chart that's potentially there, right? We know we got to play both sides here. We can't be totally bull, right? We can't be totally bear, right? Short term, if we're looking at this, maybe if we break this, okay, there might be some sort of head and shoulders pattern going on, right? Maybe. But it's too early to tell, right? It's too early to tell. ETH could easily just bounce right from this and sort of continue up, and it would just be a nice previous resistance, flip this support, right? It's a little bit too early to say, but I see nothing. Someone said I see nothing, but yeah, I mean that's really what you're watching here for ETH. You bring up the daily EMA ribbon, you're still right in it. So I mean, nothing's really changed as far as the trend goes. But you can see right at the bottom of the EMA ribbon is this support line. So why it's big, we don't want to break the support line because you would also break your daily EMA ribbon, which typically you don't do in a bullish trend, right? Typically you don't do it in a bullish trend. So that's what I'm watching there. That's what I'm watching there. Break this, come back down to this. We want to hold one of these and bounce. Want to hold one of these and bounce. That's what I'm watching. Hey, Vex. We'll look at some other alts in a second, guys. So I just want to quickly look at ETH. ETH on the weekly, you're just getting a giant indecision candle. Look at this. Wick to the downside, wick to the upside. Pretty much nothing burger. Pretty much an indecision candle at the moment. You know, we talked a little bit about ETH, guys, how, you know, to me, Ethereum's looking, we know, we've talked about this a couple different times. We're not going to talk about it too much today, but we know it looks very similar to me to both this down here and this down here. This part doesn't have the full data, but it looks similar to definitely two different times in ETH's history where it has continued up. So we're not going to spend too much time on that. I did a dedicated video on that on my channel yesterday. So if you want to check out that video, you can check it out after the stream if you'd like. But yeah, I mean, overall, ETH on the weekly time frame, it still looks good. You really want to do is you just want to hold this high here. That's really all I'm looking for. So far, so good. You wicked below it twice, but you're generally speaking, right? You're generally speaking holding it as support. So the bullish structure is still there until you break this level on a weekly close, right? You got to close below. Really, I'm looking for a lower low. So if you get a close below about 3,200, then we can maybe start being like, all right, maybe we're in a slightly bearish trend, right? Maybe. Everyone's blocked Dale at this point. Dale, you got to stop trolling, man. I know you're actually a bull. You know why? I know why I actually know Dale is a bull, because Dale comments on my videos that I see, and he says things in a bullish way on the videos, but in stream, he's a bear. So I know Dale's a troll. But yeah, I digress there. I digress. All right, Bitcoin. Now's your time to shine. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? Will Bitcoin break up from this bull flag? What do you guys think in the chat? I know most of you guys are going to say yes, but like deep down inside, even if you're a bull, don't just say yes because you're bullish. Do you guys think Bitcoin will break up from this flag in the chat? Give me a yes or a no. Like I said, don't just say yes because you're a bull, right? Like I said, there's always the possibility that we could break down first. But I'm interested in what you guys think in the chat. You got him? No? You got a no? Dale? Nope. Most likely. Dump it. 100%. Dale is a bull. Yes, no, yes, never pull, no. Who knows, said Keith. Yes, no. It's pretty even. It's pretty even here. And I'm not saying hit the target, right? The target's obviously the target, right? Who knows if that actually gets hit. I'm more so just talking about, you know, this resistance here. Seems like it's pretty 50-50. Pretty 50-50 in the chat. That's what I'm seeing here, at least, you know? But all right, that's really what we're watching there for ETH. Let's real quick go check on... Let's real quick go check on potentially what was it looking at? We're looking at ADA. ADA. How could I forget ADA here? So we already have my wife.
This is my wife, Ethereum.
Let's go check on ADA. So what is ADA doing right now? Okay, what is ADA doing? Descending channel leads to breakout. First dump, then pump. We'll find out, right? We'll find out, guys. All right, so ADA. I did an ADA video today. It seems like more you guys got it today. I was looking at the analytics. More you guys got the video today, so that's good. Cardano. We talked about it a little bit in depth, but when you zoom out and you look, it's at such a critical point right now for Cardano. And I know that word critical gets thrown around like a hot potato, right? It's like, here, you have a critical. Here, you have a critical. Oh, you want a critical? Here, you have one too. Oh, Bitcoin wants one? Sure. Cardano, sure. Algo, sure. But this actually is a critical moment for Cardano. Okay, why is that? Well, you're literally right at your all-time high, previous resistance, and you've been holding it as support 1,000 times here, 1,000 times. But look where you're at today, right? You might have the lowest close you've had for Cardano since you were down since August 19th, right? Potentially, we'll see where we close, right? But you might have the lowest close for Cardano since August 19th, and you want to hold this level, okay? You want to hold this level right here for Cardano. If you don't, I mean, you could be seeing, you might have some support at like 224. I don't know if that's going to be a huge support level. I think we're more likely if we bring up our Fibonacci's, let's see, so from bottom to top at our fibs, you can see you're right at our 382 fib. If you look, there's not a ton going on here. The 0.5 Fibonacci, there's not a lot of price action there either, right? That could be a level to look for, right? About $2. I know a lot of people don't want to say it, but we did talk about on the video today how Cardano could have, if Bitcoin has one more dip, right? If Bitcoin has one more dip, I do think it's a possibility, right? I don't know if it's how likely it is, but we looked at Cardano's move from earlier in 2020. Cardano could have a dip down to the 0.618 Fibonacci at 182, potentially. A wick. It's not going to be something that we're going to be consolidating there. It could be something where we quickly wick down and wick back up. This is if Bitcoin has that one more dip that we're looking for. Okay, that's if Bitcoin has that one more dip. If it's a key word there. So that's what we're watching for here. That's what we're watching for here. You want more on that on Cardano in the longer terms? Check out the video from today. Still timeout. $1.08, I said. Geez. So other than that, I mean, it looks like right now Cardano has broken a pretty big support level. You can see right here, you know, a couple different touches could have it looks like a head and shoulders pattern, right? Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. I love Cardano, by the way, guys. So if you're a Cardano bull and you guys are new to the channel, just know that I do love Cardano. I own Cardano. I don't want to see it drop. But when you look at it, there is a head and shoulders pattern that looks like it broke out. It looks like it broke down, back tested, and are now moving back down. Now, it's not 100% confirmed yet, and you could look at this as maybe sort of a horizontal line as your neckline. You could draw it like this if you really wanted to get deep down and dirty. Okay, so we'll keep it like that for now, but this is the worst case. If we do drop below this, you know, there is a possibility that Cardano could go a little bit lower, and that would sort of support the theory that maybe Bitcoin goes lower, right? This is all assuming that Bitcoin goes lower, guys. I mean, if you look, the breakdown target is, what do you know? What do you know? We said the target at the 0.618 was like 182. The breakdown target for this is about 184. That's always a possibility. Do not rule that out for Cardano having to move back down to the downside there at the end of the day, okay? At the end of the day. Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. What do I hear? Oh, no. All right, guys. I'll be back in a second. I'm sorry I have to do this to you guys, but hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hold on. If you guys don't short Cardano right now, you're going to miss the short of a lifetime. You are going to miss the short of a lifetime. Okay? I just watched 2 YouTube videos calling for a head and shoulders on Cardano, and Jordan's not even one of them. If you guys don't short Cardano, you guys are going to be missing the biggest short of a lifetime here. Okay? And this is going to be one of the shorts where I do not cry. I do not cry in this short. And I will finally be able to afford and not lose a second shirt. Okay? A shirt that actually fits me. A shirt that's not stretched out because I've worn it every day because I'm fat. Maybe I can afford a treadmill because I'm so fat. You guys better short Cardano. If you don't, you're going to be missing out on huge gains. There's an Elliott wave coming down here. Elliott wave. Look at the Elliott wave. 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave, all the way down to 182. You better not miss out on the Elliott wave. I'm telling you right now, they don't lie. Elliott wave. Make sure you short. All right, you heard Jabba. You heard Jabba. You guys better short. Better. I wouldn't listen to. Don't listen to Jabba. Don't listen to Jabba. He doesn't give financial advice, so do not listen to Jabba. Do not short Cardano. Most likely, I mean, maybe it works out for you, but I wouldn't take Jabba's advice. I wouldn't take Jabba's advice. 100x flex. You're not fat, you're big blonde. Jabba lost the watch, guys. He lost the watch. All right. We looked at some of the macro stuff already, guys. But the macro, okay? We looked at the S&P, right? The S&P not looking great right now, right? I mean, this is the most red days we've had in a while. It looks like in a long time. All right, this is the 4 hour. Hold on, let me go to the daily. But yeah, this is the most red days we've had, in a short-term time period for the S&P. Really just looking maybe since February, So I don't know. You can't really predict this, but we'll continue to watch and monitor this. If we do keep breaking some important trend lines, then obviously we will look at this, right? We'll look at this, but this is obviously a big indicator to look at for Bitcoin. If you draw it like this, I mean, I'm never one to sort of predict a downtrend, but when you draw it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a breakdown, could be something there, right? Could be something there. We'll continue to watch that over time, though. We'll see. I mean, for all we know, I mean, we could just bounce right back. I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at the last time we had something similar, right? We had an uptrend here, where we dumped down below it and we bounced right back up and then confirmed it as support, right? So there has been times we've dumped down below it, so don't think it's the end of the world. DXY is obviously pumping. We're looking for a rejection of 93.44 for the DXY. We've already went over this, so that's why I'm kind of jumping through it, guys. Let's look at the total. I'm sure the total market cap has dropped a little bit today. Yeah, you dropped a little bit today. Now, see, the problem with the total market cap, I think the little problem is it looks like you came up and you got rejected from this previous high from back here. So now what you want to do is, if you continue to drop, you want to get a support at about 2 trillion there. At about 2 trillion. So that's what I'm watching there on the total market cap. Nothing's really changed in the trend. Once again, you're still above your daily EMA ribbon. Nothing really to fret about here. Still just consolidating. Just waiting on Bitcoin's next move, dude. And we've been saying that for what, a week now? Been saying that for a week. At some point, it should happen there. We looked at the Bitcoin dominance. We looked at most of that stuff already, to be honest. All right, so let's switch back to some hot coins. I don't think there's too many hot coins at the moment, I don't think there's any hot coins. I think that there's a few that maybe later. I don't want to look at the new home screen. What do you think this is? The new home screen sucks for CoinMarketCap, by the way. Last 24 hours looks like near protocol. That doesn't seem right. I don't know what's going on there. That near protocol last 7 days looks like a downtrend, but it says it's up 54%, 52% in the last 24 hours. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. This is all kind of messed up. Hold on. This is all kind of messed up here. Let's refresh here. Why does it say Solana is up 4? Why does it say Solana is up 4% in the last 24 hours? This is all kind of messed up, dude. We're not gonna we're not gonna look at that too much there. That's all kind of crazy. So we have 2 minutes until the daily close. 2 minutes until the daily close. 2 minutes. Dude, yeah, I mean, the only thing that I really see moving here is Matic. You know what I mean? The only thing I see here is Matic that's moving. And even this is not really moving too well. But what I will say about Matic is you did. So we're looking at this little short-term, small, little falling channel. You did break it to the upside, which is interesting. I'm just curious if, you know, just for fun, I wanted to see if this broke out. Not quite to the target. Target was actually the top of the range there. But you did break it. It looks like you did come back down and test that level too. So yeah, I mean, Matic looks good in the shorter term time frames. You zoom out. I mean, it's not a huge day, but I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain about some good mover during a relatively bad day for crypto, right? I guess you can't really complain about Matic, in my opinion. Matic is weak. AVAX hitting all-time highs. I just don't have AVAX. I got to add AVAX to my my watch list here, so that's why I can't see it. AVAX hitting highs. Yeah, AVAX is hitting highs here. AVAX is hitting highs. So AVAX, what you're watching here on the 4 hour, is an uptrend. Looks like you did break it. Yeah, you broke this. So look at that upward sloping cup and handle pattern off the 4 hour EMA ribbon. Beautiful. So it looks like you did break out. Let's see if you can hold it as support now, right? Let's see if this can be a quick back test. I want to see that hold. If that does hold, well, obviously we have our 1.618 Fibonacci target, but AVAX, if this does continue up, which, you know, could be seeing like $88 AVAX of the breakout target if that does continue up, guys. Obviously, we'll see if this this holds though. You know, let's friggin' go. You know what? You know what? It's a bad. If AVAX starts pumping today, we'll play the pump song. Like I said, I don't want to abuse the pump song.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
But we'll play a strap up, we're going to the moon. AKA, we'll be DJ Jordan here.
Strap up, strap up, strap up. Strap up, strap up, we're going to the moon. Strap up, we're going to the moon.
They call me DJ Jordan. All right, so we just got our daily close. Let's go check on Bitcoin real quick. So Bitcoin, yeah, just another red day. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. You close. Yeah, you closed right at your previous high too. So not a terribly like influential day. You did close right at your previous wicks here, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good here, at least. Closed at that level. So let's see if we can get some upward momentum now. Let's see. It's been a while, Mr. TA. What's up, Ralph? Glad you're back, man. I am glad you're back. Guys, let's hit up that like button. I have no idea. I'm not even going to look at the likes till the end of the stream. Okay? All I want to say is I want to see at least over 1,000. Particularly 1,200, though. 1,200 would be like a gift for me. I would definitely appreciate it. 1,000, though. I mean, that's our minimum here. We know that. So, Caesar... Lucas wants to look at DOT. So let's look at DOT for Lucas. Thank you for the super chat. Is it Lucas Bozic? What a name, man. What a name. That is a great name. Now, DOT, I mean, just like everything else, I mean, everything else is sort of dropping. DOT, let's see if we have anything here going on here in the daily. Got sort of an uptrend of resistance. Captain Dot, man. To me, it just looks more like a sort of just an up. Like, if obviously you have the big wick from from the Litecoin shenanigans, or from the Bitcoin dump, not the Litecoin shenanigans. This was the Litecoin shenanigans, but it looks like sort of there's an upwards channel. So what I want to see for DOT here is, can you bounce? Come on, bounce off, okay? Right? Can we bounce off the bottom of this channel for DOT? That's at about $31 if we were to go straight down today. That's what I'd probably watch for a potential bounce for DOT. Now, if you could just hold this previous high here for DOT too and just continue up, you know what I mean? But overall, I mean, if you look at the structure, still nothing wrong with the structure. I would have preferred not to break below our previous high here on the first back test. It held it initially, got a nice run up to like 38 bucks, and then Bitcoin got a little weak and started dumping. So that's what we're watching for. Can DOT hold the line here at this previous resistance? When you zoom in, you can see it beautifully upward support, beautiful upward resistance. That's what you're watching for. There's not really much in between. I mean, you got, like I said, a little bit support here for DOT. That could hold you up, but overall, it's what we're watching. Overall, like you said, the structure's still bullish. You're still holding the daily EMA ribbon. Nothing wrong, right? Nothing wrong with DOT at the current moment. You're actually coming back down to test your daily EMA ribbon right now as we speak. Right now. Maybe not right now, but maybe today. That's DOT. Looking for a bounce there. Let me get rid of this here. Bitcoin's chilling at the current moment. How are we looking for Algo? Algo, 191. So, Algo, you know, it's looking weak. Like, for basic price structure, I mean, you're getting basically, you know, flat line of support for the most part here, and lower highs. So that, I mean, that is a technically a bearish sign. It means that the buyers are getting a little bit exhausted. Now, some of that might just have to do with the general Bitcoin trend in the current, you know, last couple of days. Generally, that's what I'm probably looking at mostly there. But Algo, if you do zoom out on the daily chart, let's just sort of delete everything and start fresh here. What's the level you want to hold? Well, it's your previous high right there. Where are you right now? Right above it. So it's very similar to Cardano, where you really want to hold this 184 level. It's not a necessity, but usually when you break these highs, you don't want to break down below them, preferably, right? Preferably. So it'll be interesting to see what Algo does here. It's had a pretty nice correction from the top. I mean, you're talking about a 25% correction. Pretty nice correction, right? Could go a little bit lower potentially. You know, if Bitcoin, you know, can't, you know, I need you. Unfortunately, I can't say. I need you ladies in the chat, okay? I need you ladies in the chat. I know some of you might have husbands, right? Some of you might have boyfriends, or some of you might just not like Bitcoin. But I need you girls to pump Bitcoin. I pump ETH. She's taking a breather. Need you to pump Bitcoin. All right, so let's look at DOT's structure. I mean, not DOT. Algo structure here. So bottom to top. Actually, hold on. I think no, I did it right. I thought I took the top to the bottom. But you know, if you look, I mean, the 382 Fibonacci is right at this previous high. That is a big level for DOT, for Algo. I don't know why I keep saying DOT. For Algo, right? You break that, I mean, you have this 0.5 Fibonacci level here, which you have a local peak there, right? So you could get some support at about 161. So I look at 184, 161 potentially as reversal levels for Algo. I would prefer not to break down below the previous high. Usually you don't want to do that, but usually you don't want to do that. He said if you're single. Pump it. Pump Algo. You're supposed to be in the mullet mode. I was supposed to be in the mullet today, huh? You know what? Just for you guys, just for you, I will go bald mode. Okay, just for you. You know, it's one of those days, you know, the market's generally kind of boring. Let's go Stone Cold Steve Austin mode. Look at the hat. There we go. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Today. I gotta get the mullet. I forgot about the mullet, guys. I gotta find it off stream to make sure I don't open one that's like something that I don't expect. I almost did that once. I almost opened something that probably would have got me in trouble. I almost clicked on it. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, but that's what I'm watching here for Algo, for the most part. You know? For the most part. Why does my beard look weird? Where's my... Yo! Look at the back of my head. I have a cove. Look at the back of my head. Would you... Look at it. That's a do right there. That is a do, if you ask me. We're going to the moon with that do.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
We voted mullet. We'll wait while Bitcoin is not entertaining. Monk mode. All right. Dude, I don't even know what this hairdo is. Like, what do you even call that? All right. Algo. Quadrophic said you're a good sport, Jay. I am a good sport, man. I am a good sport. Cheers to Stone Cold. You got a tuxedo overlay? I gotta find some new overlays. I gotta find the mullet one. I was trying to find one on stream yesterday. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to accidentally click on something that will destroy me. Yeah, Algo. Keith said Ada dead frog on log. September 24th might bring some life back. Yeah, I mean, Algo, Keith, I kind of agree. I mean, and not Ada. Ada. Dead frog on log. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's doing a very similar thing that, you know, Algo is, or, you know. Let's see if Avalanche is still pumping, guys. I know a lot of you guys are into Avalanche right now for good reasons. We talked about Avalanche like a week ago, even longer than that, on this channel. And it's performed pretty well, really, since then. I mean, we were talking about Avalanche, I think, like somewhere around here. And it just keeps going up. It keeps going up. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. But, it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. But yeah, looks like Avalanche is one of the only movers that wants to move up today. If we can get past this high, you know, if we can get over 71, guys, we'll play the pump song. But that's what I'm waiting for Avalanche. But Avalanche could move up pretty fast, assuming that everything else doesn't want to move up. Maybe have some money flow into Avalanche. People leaving coins to FOMO into Avalanche. We've seen that before. Solana. Right? We've seen that before. Ada. Ralph said, it's been a while, Mr. TA. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. It has been a while. I haven't seen you around the block, Ralph. I haven't seen you. It's good to see, like, as we continue to, like we said, we just looked at the sentiment chart. As we continue to see higher sentiment, you know, on the macro, you'll start seeing a lot of familiar faces start to come back that we haven't seen in a while, which is awesome. Ralph. Cal J said, check out Seller Network. Going to go over $1 within weeks thanks to Seabridge. Seller Network. And then we'll come, actually, let me do it on the ETH chart. And then we'll go back over to Avalanche. It looks like Avalanche could potentially be breaking above $71 tonight. Oh, Seller Network looks good, man. Seller Network on the new days pumping too. I got you on the pump music for Seller, man. So 12.2 for seller. This one you already broke your highs. What the 1.618 Fibonacci is all the way up at 15.4 cents for seller. Seller's a good mover right now. Really good mover. You said over $1 in a few weeks. That's a good call, Cal J. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be wrong, right? You can see crazy things happen in crypto. Not gonna say you're gonna be wrong, but that is a high target. That's past all your Fibonacci levels. You know, like your 4236, which I usually use as sort of a realistic topish level, is sitting at 37.5 cents, and $1 is 3 times that. Not gonna say it's impossible, right? But just keep that in mind, Mr. Cal. But yeah, seller chart looks really good, man. Ralph said, worry about VeChain. Thoughts? It's just another one of those coins just sort of chilling, right? There's a lot of coins that are just sort of chilling now. All right, AVAX 7.72. If AVAX can break $71, we're gonna hype it up, okay? But we gotta break $71 here for AVAX. By the way, guys, Bitcoin is sort of just stuck at this level that was pissing us off the other day. What was that level for Bitcoin? That level was the 47,300 to 47,400 level. Bitcoin is stuck below that level again. So we know what we need to do here. We need to get our sticks out. We need to get our Vikings helmet out. We need to hit up the like button. We got to hit 1,000 likes on today's stream. Hit up that like button. And we got to break this $47,400 level. If we don't do it, if we don't get our sticks out and our Viking helmets out, it's going to be a tough time. But we know last time Bitcoin broke above this, it had a nice run up to about 48.4. So that's the level to watch. It's this freaking 236 level that I remember the stream we kept saying, come on, Bitcoin, you got to break 47.4. You got to break 47.4. Come on. You got it, buddy. You got it. All right, Avalanche is pushing $71 as we speak right now, guys. Hype on the Avalanche.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Hype on Avalanche. Let's do it. Shave your other head too. Proverb, come on, man. I don't, man. Oh, $71. There it is. It's Chris. Avalanche is pumping right now. That's my #1 coin, guys. That's my #1 coin. It's been a while. It's been a freaking while. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Okay? I'm not going to spend too much time here. I got to hang out with Chainlink. You guys know I'm married to Chainlink. I'm going to go hang out with Chainlink. All right? It's been a while. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, but Avalanche is pumping. Jordan has stuff to talk about, so I'm not going to spend too much time here. Let's get off. Let's get off. Peace. 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 Go Chainlink. All right. We're going to hop off there. Yeah, but Avalanche pushing 71.37 right now for Avalanche. Okay? 71.37. I can't dance to this. Soul breakout in the 4-hour. Let's see. Not yet. Not yet. Soul's got to break this downtrend here. You're coming up on it. You're coming up on it. So you're watching this. Holy moly. That was a crazy amount of emojis. Holy crap, C-Day. But it could be. It could be. You got to break this resistance, though. I want to go back to Avalanche though. Looks like seller's kind of cooling off at the current moment. Let's go. I'm gonna keep this on Avalanche. 71.57. All right, let's keep going here. Worried about VeChain. Did we look at VeChain? I'm not too worried about VeChain, right? VeChain, it's just one of the, you know what it looks like? It looks like kind of like Matic, right? You're seeing the protocols pump, right? You're seeing Cardano, and what I've seen by pump in the last couple months, Cardano, Solana, Algorand, Avalanche. In general, these are the projects that are pumping right now. Everything else, sort of just chilling, right? There's some one-offs that pump too, but that's why I'm not too worried about VeChain right now. Not too worried. I think it's gonna have its day again. I think people forget, how bullish VeChain was, up until the top in April. VeChain was one of the best performers up until April. It'll have its day again. Okay, it'll have its day again. I'm not too worried about VeChain. And overall, if we can bounce from relatively this current level, okay, I still like the structure of a giant head and shoulders pattern. If obviously we can round out here and break this to the upside. I still like the structure. Nothing crazy going on with VeChain. Overall, you did break this support level here, so you keep going down here. So this might as well be your support because you keep coming down here. So yeah, I mean, keep holding 10.9 cents, and that's sort of just what you're doing. Okay, come on, BTC, let's go. A lot of big words. Link is lying low. Back to human form. Mort Chris. I hate this. Stay cool, Chris. We haven't seen Chris in a while. It's been a long time since Chris. What's up, Algo? Algo beat me in fantasy, guys. I'm still a little salty about it. I owe him $20. We bet $20. I still haven't sent him the $20, so I'm still salty about it. I will, though. I will. That's why I'm saying it on stream. Man of my word. I'm just still a little salty because my team crapped the bed. I didn't deserve to lose that. But, we have players that are normally pretty good. Score me 8 points, 7 points, 6 points. But, hey, it is what it is. Full BTC. All right, let's see. Worried about VeChain. Cheers to Stone Cold. You got to. Oh, we need Stone Cold back. Hold up. Stone Cold. Steve Austin. Let's see. Not 25. All right. Let's see. Cheers to Stone Cold. You got a Tuxo overlay. Quadrovic said that hair is like hair Krishna. That's so true, dude. Cal J said, I think it will exceed $1. I think $3, a huge pump will come due to this C bridge. It's amazing. I use DOT. I use it a lot, you said. Nice, Cal J. I mean, it looks good on the charts, man. I mean, I don't see anything that's sort of stopping it. I'm just so worried. It's a lot of money that's going to take to get it to $1, How do I buy 300 likes? I have no idea. Quadro Beniac. It's what a name, man. What a name. I got to get used to saying that. C-Day said Soul breakout in the 4 hour. We looked at Soul. Sort of just not really having a soul at the moment. Soul's not having a soul, if you know what I mean. It's driving a Kia Soul, if you know what I mean. If you drive... All right. Hold on. Back up. Hold on.
Rant alert.
If you in the chat drive a Kia Soul... All right... I don't want to offend anyone, but you guys know I tend to offend people on this channel. Sometimes. Not always, but I tend to. If you drive a Kia Soul, why did you buy that heaping piece of junk? That is the worst car that I have ever seen. It is so ugly. It's literally a box that hamsters ride around in. It is the ugliest car ever made. What made you go to the dealership and be like, I'm going to buy a Kia Soul? Like, you were like, that's the one. This is the one. Everyone's going to, this is the car right here. This is the one I want. What made you do that? All right. I just wanted to go to a quick rant about the Kia Soul. I hate Kia Souls, man.
Rant alert.
All right. I love to drive a Kia Soul. Goodbye, Kia sponsorship. Oh, man. My friend said because of the commercial. Kia Soul gang, I did donuts in one. No offense to the Kia Soul owners. I'm sure you guys are awesome, right? You guys are all awesome to watch the stream, but if you drive a Kia Soul, I can't say I agree with your car choice. All right? I can't say. Nissan Cube is worse. The Nissan Cube is pretty bad. Nissan Cube is pretty bad. I am offended. LHL Java. Oh, man. It is. Kia rating 4+. Joe said, love that you're live at this time, bro. Keep me company. Yeah, dude, we're here every day from 7 to, it depends, 7 to somewhere between 9 and 10 p.m. Depends on the day. If there's a lot of price action, we'll stay late. If there's not, well, we won't, That's kind of where we're at. Kia people are whales. That's true. Jordan, if you hate the Kia Soul. That's how boring crypto is today, guys. We're talking about Kia Souls now. Talking about Kia Souls. Yeah, but we're just watching this. We're just watching this. And guys, I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings right now. We could see Bitcoin dip one more time here. I just don't. I'm looking at this chart right now, and I'm like, based off the price structure, it would make sense for Bitcoin to have one more dip back down, right? That's just what would make sense on the price structure of this wedge. Okay, one more test, and then back up. But what I'll say about that is, I'm looking at, like we said, I'm looking at this 4-hour stock RSI, and I'm like, you're bottomed out. The sellers keep trying to push Bitcoin down. They're not having a good time. They're not having a good time trying to push Bitcoin down. The sentiment, I think everyone, I don't think people are sold. We looked at it earlier. I don't think people are sold with Bitcoin going back up. I think there's a lot of doubt and a lot of uncertainty in the market. So, yes, maybe we dip down a little bit lower. My gut feeling, though, like my true gut feeling here is that Bitcoin does not drop lower than this high right here. That's my gut feeling. The charts are telling me, the price structure is telling me it might go a little bit lower. On the 4-hour, right? The hourly, we have this flag, could break up. But my gut feeling here is we break up. That's my gut feeling here. Might not happen, but that's my gut feeling. I think everyone is thinking too much. Yeah, I think everyone might be thinking too much too. One more dip. Treat me Derek Carr. And like we talked about, guys, this wedge right here on the 4-hour is reminding me a lot, right? A lot of this right here on the daily, where we had this downtrend, okay? This downtrend of resistance right here, okay? And then we had this coming across like this, okay? The price structure is reminding me a lot of this daily. And what did we do on the daily? Well, the first attempt, we came back up, got rejected, came slightly back down, right, to test some of these previous highs. And then we just broke through it on the second term. That's why I'm looking at this 4-hour chart and I'm like, do we have to come back down again? Or can we just break this to the upside? Because this is looking pretty familiar to me. Pretty familiar to me. See? Little consolidation breakout. Low consolidation breakout. But it doesn't have to happen that way. It doesn't happen to happen that way. And the structure of the wedge would assume that we come back down one more time. But the stock RSI in the 4-hour, the stock RSI in the daily are not pointing to that same sort of hypothesis. Yeah, there's a lot of mixed signals right now. We might just be overthinking it. But that's sort of the general thing right now. Trade me Derek Carr. If you want Derek Carr, you're going to have to trade me some serious ammo. I need a wide receiver 2 or a running back 2 if you want Derek Carr. Nothing else. Nothing else. You want Derek Carr? Pay me. Shane said, what do you think about Sol weekly RSI being high and daily Sol low? So that's what's good about Sol here. You've bought yourself some room to continue up. Let's get the RSI out here. Yeah. So Sol on the daily, you bought yourself some serious room. And we've talked about how I like what's going on here for Sol. Sounds crazy, but you have room to run again if you want to. Now, who knows where you'll actually bottom out, right? You could like we talked earlier, you could potentially come back down to your golden pocket here at about 96.50, right? Potentially. But I'm like, you have some bullish divergence here where your price action is way higher than you can see you have higher lows and lower lows on the RSI, right? You've bled down about, from your highs, you bled down about 33% up to this point. Even went down a little bit lower on the wick. I think you went down close to 40% on the wick. How much lower do you have to bleed? Now, you got to remember this thing did about a 10x in a 2-month and actually closer to a month. So you got to remember that, but I don't know. I don't think. Let's actually bring up the stochastic here. Yeah, look at the stochastic. Stochastic, you have daily bullish divergence with the daily stochastic bottomed out. I don't know, man. I don't know how much lower you go. The momentum sort of, based off the indicators, is getting a little bit tired. Historically, right? Doesn't have to mean anything. You could drop a little bit lower, potentially. You had stayed oversold on the stock for a while. Keep that in mind. You got to be bull flagging me. Yeah, it's there. I mean, it's a little bit better on the 4-hour. You know, just a big sort of channel / bull flag, whatever you want to call it. It's there. You just got to find that area where you're going to bounce, you know? But it's there for sure. How much SHIB do I need for a Lambo? You need a lot of SHIB. You need a lot of SHIB for the Lambo, man. Alts, Moon, Bitcoin, not much of a show. Time for cash. What's up, John? My head hurts. Let's look at the crystal ball. The crystal ball. Guys, who on YouTube What's up, John? We're not stopping anytime soon, man. We're coming out with daily streams every day, besides when I go on vacation. They don't have any vacations coming up. I think that the next vacation we'll be looking at is probably, I'm just trying to think, Next vacation we're looking at is most likely, probably not there, not this year. I don't have anything planned right now, But yeah, who on YouTube do you think has a crystal ball? I don't. MTV? We'll check it out. The fortune teller can get it. The fortune teller can get it. I am a pretty sexy fortune teller. It's the eyes, dude. You got like the green eyes on there. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. John said, I'm watching from Greece. Isaac said, can you check out MTV? Yeah, I know that. I know, is MTV multi-back? Yeah. I know this one is getting hyped up right now like crazy. This is a hyped up coin right now. For good reason. It's been moving pretty well. And I see this coin all the time on Twitter. All the time on Twitter. But you can see, I mean, for multi-back, it has that structure that you're looking for on a daily high close breakout, right? It has that structure. Your previous high, right? Flip it up, break it, come back down, and hold it as support. And you're trying to bounce off that previous high, right? You got some room to run here on the daily RSI if you want to move, okay? Or you want to move. Now, the daily EMA ribbon, I like the bounce off of it here. I like the back test. So what you did here is you moved up at a pace where the daily EMA ribbon could keep up, right? You don't want to get too far overextended from it. You usually have a tendency to come back down and back test it, which you did here. Now, this is literally getting back over the previous high, which I love. I love that, right? You're not too far overextended like you see other coins that pumped up too fast and have to slow down. Cardano. Or Solana. But that, I like the structure. Now, can you continue to move? You can. Well, I mean, I don't like to yell cup and handle every time we see one, but, it is a cup. It is a back test, the daily EMA ribbon, and a bounce. If you can break this resistance here, you'd probably have a nice move up. Do we have our fibs up? I don't think we do for multi-back. Let's get up our 1.618 Fibonacci for this. Let's check out our 1.618 fib, which would be at approximately, pretty close actually to your price, about 2.8 cents on multi-back. Okay, 2.8 cents. Cardano dump. Cardano is up, is down 1% on the new day. 1%. Dude, Bitcoin is being a troll. What do we have to do to get Bitcoin to pump, guys? I have no idea. What do we have to do? Patience? We gotta have patience. We gotta have patience. At the end of the day, we gotta zoom out, realize where we are in the trend. It's been a pretty boring week overall. I guess we were due. I mean, it's been a pretty boring week. We've had pretty volatile weeks the last, really good week, really good week, really good week, really good week, really good week. Nothing burger week. Really good week. Bad week. Yeah, this is actually not a bad week. It just seems like a nothing burger week for some reason to me. Okay? Nothing burger. Buy it, duh. Thank you, Fafa. That was pretty cool, man. You said buy it, duh. Man, the sarcasm there is at an all-time high, man. The sarcasm. What's Avalanche? Is Avalanche still making moves, guys? Avalanche? I know you guys love Avalanche. I love Avalanche too. Avalanche. Avalanche. All right, so Avalanche, 71.26. You haven't quite made new highs yet since we looked at it last. But I don't think this is done moving. Don't think this is, we looked at, you broke out of the cup and handle. You are set to move here for AVAX. You are set to move. Look at that daily chart, man. That is some sharp P. That is some sharp P if you ask me. Like, you cannot get more of a beautiful chart than this for multiple different reasons. It's just such a beautiful chart. I love beautiful charts, by the way. Like, I'd rather look at a beautiful chart than, actually, I won't say that because that's not really true. I'd rather look at a beautiful chart than eat. No, I'd rather eat. I don't know. Than drive a, I was gonna say drive a Kia Soul. Anyways, the you broke the 1.618 Fibonacci. Your 2.618 Fibonacci is, what do you know? Psychological level of $100. What do you know? A little bit too convenient there. I don't know, but that is your 2.618 Fibonacci. Since Avalanche pumped already, I'm buying its version of Uniswap. Nice, man. Sarcastic RSI. Cody, I'm driving, so you better tell me what it's doing. I got you on Cody Javai. Cody. Let's do Cody for Javai. So Cody, COTI for Cody. What are we looking at here? Oh, no, this is our Shrek pattern. Our classic head and shoulders pattern. I'm gonna get rid of Shrek to keep it legit. But yeah, man, I mean, you literally came back down to this level perfectly, bounced, broke the trend line, and now you're moving up here. Slowly, but surely moving up. We're looking to get back up to the 48 cents mark for Cody. If we can't break that 48 cents mark, well, this might not play out, but it's looking quite good. And if this does break out, right, measure move from bottom to top, extrapolate it up, is about 89 cents. So it could be a pretty nice move here for Cody. Pretty nice move. I have to take the bus to my McDonald's shift. Facts. What's up, David? Can you please take a look at Harmony 1? Thanks for helping me learn. You got it, man. We're just hanging out looking at the charts. What we do. It's what we do. Today is a good day just to sort of, look at some charts. I mean, like I said, there's not much to really watch. That's exciting, That's exciting. One of the things about being live streaming, why sometimes I like making static videos a little bit better. And that's why I started making some of them again, just because live streaming is awesome. There's obviously days where there's nothing really going on, so I like to make static videos too, because then you can just more so focus on one coin and do that. And I don't know, I like making those. So Harmony 1, let's see with Harmony 1. You are dropping a little bit here. You are dropping. What I've noticed about Harmony 1, it's very tied to Bitcoin. That's just something I've kind of noticed about Harmony 1 in the general direction. 71.45. Yeah. So Harmony. Let's see. Let's get a fib out. Let's get the fibs. Let's go from June. Let's go from here to here. Let's see what you got. So I think it's likely at this current time that we're going to come back down to most likely test 13.7 cents. That's what seems most likely to me at the current time, because you did break below that 382 Fibonacci, but now that 0.5 Fibonacci is at about 13.8 cents. That could be your next level. So I'd probably watch that for Harmony. It does make some sense if you look left. I mean, previous support at this level, you have a wick up here, so that would make some sense for Harmony. On the way back down, like we're seeing with a lot of these coins, and this is why I'm sort of hesitant to be like, all right, we're gonna keep going down. You look at most of these coins, the daily screams bounce. You know? And we can look at this all day, but you got daily divergence, and you got, once again, your daily stock RSI bottomed out. I don't know, man. It is always possible the whales could do whatever they want to do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just an indicator, right? Now, it's two of the more popular indicators that people look at, but still, the whales can do whatever they want. These indicators, I don't know. They tell me I just don't think that we go too much lower than where we currently are. That's just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling to me. What do you guys think in the chat? I know you guys. Some of you guys are bearish. Some of you guys are bullish. No problem with being either one. You know, no problem with being either one at the end of the day. Let's see. Agree, it's a whale game. Let's see what else we got. Johnny said, I know you don't like it, but could you look at mRNA? Interesting. I don't even know what that is. I know what that is, Johnny. I don't like it. mRNA. I guess I don't like this. I don't know if this is what you meant. But we'll look at this anyways. This seems like it's just like consolidating to me. I don't know, man. This just screams sort of consolidation for me. All right, clear symmetrical triangle. The trend is up, right? The trend is up. Okay. Trend. Oh, I don't like I got you, Johnny. I don't like stocks. I don't not like stocks. You know what I mean? There's a time, like I've always said, there's a time and place for stocks. There's a time and place for stocks. I just don't think right now is the time for stocks. That's just my opinion. Right? There's a time for stocks though. But no, dude, I mean, you're just consolidating with lower highs, higher lows. These usually break to the upside if you're coming from a bullish trend, right? It's usually a continuation pattern based on whatever trend you're currently in. So, you know, if you're looking at this from this standpoint, your daily stock RSI is looking to move back up. Historically, I mean, I'm just looking at some of these bottoms. Historically, that tends to be a relative, at least a short-term bottom. So, you know, 612 could be a potential breakout target for there. You know, 612. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to look too deep into it, but that's, you're looking to move up again, in my opinion. Looking to move up again. Time for stocks 15 years ago. Richard said there's no time for stocks. He's just being nice. No, there is a time for stocks, right? So if crypto's in a bear market, right? I get putting some money in stocks, right? I get it. If crypto's in a bear market. The problem is you got to be able to time when crypto's in a bear market. You got to be able to time when Bitcoin's in or crypto's in a bull market. It's hard to do that. If everyone could do that, everyone would be rich, right? That's what I always said. It's hard to time that. So if you could finagle sort of, you know, crypto when it's going up, stocks when crypto's going down, that would be a pretty good strategy. The problem is it's kind of hard to do that, right? It's hard. No problem, Johnny. It is. Wing Wong said, hey man, could you look into SOS? Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me We're gonna look at stocks now. It's a boring it's a boring crypto day. We're gonna start looking at stocks. Thanks, Johnny. My financial advisor, Uber driver, told me to buy Bitcoin Cash. Oh no.
Nope.
Everybody panic. Everybody panic. Everybody panic. Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Nope. Nope.
I don't know why I'm dancing. I didn't mean to press that. I don't know why I'm dancing. Okay, Avalanche pumping. I didn't mean to press the pump music, guys. But dude, Bitcoin Cash, please.
Nope.
I do what you want. You guys know my thoughts on a couple of these coins, right? We sort of went off on a tangent with these yesterday. I don't want to have another tangent, even though I know you guys like my rants, right? Because they're slightly controversial, and people like controversial hot takes, right? So I understand you guys like my rants. I don't want people to hate me, though. You know what I mean? They're just my opinions. And unfortunately, nowadays, people hate on people for their opinions. I don't like certain coins, right? I don't like Litecoin. I don't like Bitcoin Cash, especially those two. Those ones are awful, in my opinion, okay? There's a multiple different reasons. XRP and XLM, second tier. They can pump. They can perform well, but I don't really love those two either. But I'm not going to go on a full tangent today because we went on a full tangent about that yesterday. George kind of stirred the pot with that one. Jordan, do you use Keychron because like your keyboard sounds exactly like mine? No, dude, I don't use a soundboard. I literally just all right. Avalanche is moving move, guys. I guess it's Avalanche stream today. Avalanche pushing $72 as we speak right now.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I actually don't use the soundboard. I just use keys that I don't use on my keyboard. Simple as that. Now, sometimes it kind of screws me. I press the wrong buttons. Occasionally. It doesn't happen to me often. But sometimes I do press the pump music button when I don't mean to. Okay? Sometimes I do that. Kwon, we'll look at SOS in a second. Marcus with a $5 super chat said goated. Thank you, Marcus. Marcus is always here too, man. It's good to see familiar names every day. Good to see. Hopefully you guys could find my stream okay. Like I said, we won't go over it. It's been a slightly frustrating week for me with the YouTube algorithm. But something, like I keep saying, it's something you just gotta fight through, right? Goated. You know who's goated, Marcus? Tom Brady. Tom Brady's goated. Michael Jordan's goated. Wayne Gretzky's goated. You notice how two of those are from Boston. not saying. And then baseball. I mean, you can make a couple arguments there. I'm not too sure who's the GOAT in baseball. You know, Babe Ruth, right? It's such an old sport that you can make so many cases. You know, Draco has the potential to be the new Dogecoin. It has. All right, Kwan wants to look at SOS stock. Let's look at SOS stock real quick. I mean, I know AVAX is moving here. Let's look at SOS. I don't save our ship apparently. SOS. I'm going to assume we're talking about this one. I mean, historically, actually adjust this trend line here. Historically, well, the last 2 times you hit this trend line, you had pretty nice gains to the upside. That's what I'd be watching for on a more basic level here. Let me get up the RSI real quick. If you had bullish divergence on the weekly. Not yet. Not quite. What the heck happened to Jazz? She got a new job. So she works nights. And I don't really know other than that, man. I don't know. I haven't seen Jazz in a hot minute. But hey, life happens, man. Life happens. Okay, my heart is very broken, you know. And if Jazz hears this at some point, which I don't know if she will, my heart is very broken. You know, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, I thought we had a connection, but you know, she left me. She left me to do timestamps for another streamer. She left me out in the dust, you know, and now I'm just sitting here lonely, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now every day I just sort of think of timestamps every day, and I'm like, dude, I miss the timestamps. Man. All right, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but anyways, yeah, for SOS, you're looking for a potential bounce here. Bounce. I'm watching for another bounce here. You're making higher lows, and you're getting a relative rejection off the same point on the top side. So you have almost some sort of like ascending triangle pattern going on here, right? Sort of. So what I just based off what you've done historically, I mean, this is a long chart from March. You've tended to bounce off this level, just historically. I was looking forward to me and Algo going on double dates with you and Jazz. Oh, man. Man. I don't know. What are you going to do? Never use the timestamp? Just watching. That was kind of funny the way you said that. I also never use the timestamps. What are you going to do? There were some people who used the timestamps, okay? People use the timestamps. It was nice of her to do, okay? I appreciated that she did that for so long. It was really nice. Jazz found Bit Daddy. Whoever you date. I'm just not about that serious dating life right now, okay? Dude, guys, we'll go over altcoins and stuff. It's a boring day in crypto today. It really is. Thoughts on seller? It's pumping like crazy. Yeah, we had the seller chart up here. I'm just not about that dating life right now, guys. I don't know, dude. Like, I'll go on dates. Right? Let's be honest. Like, I'll go out, whatever. I'm not about that serious dating life right now. You know? Like, I'm at that point right now where, like, I could meet someone that, like, I really like, and even if I really like them, I don't think I would want to be in a serious relationship. You know, that's just at the kind of point I was at. You know, that's just the point. But anyways, seller, okay, seller. We talked about a little bit earlier. The next target is 15.4 cents. You know, so that's what I'm watching there for the next move. I don't see anything that should stop you. What we've seen for these coins, you usually see when you break out all-time highs, you come back down and back test that all-time high. Then you sort of 15.4 could be coming up next, right? Afraid of commitment? You could say that. I mean, you got to remember, I was in a 5-year relationship. Okay, from when all right, a little story. I was in about a 5-year relationship from when I was 18 till about 23. Okay. Then I was single for about a year. Wish I stayed single, but and then I met someone that I really liked, and hindsight is what it is. I was with her for like a year and a half, and then now I've been single for like a year, right? Maybe a little bit more than that. So I haven't been single for too long after the age of 18. So you got to understand where I'm coming from here. It's not so much a afraid of commitment, but it's more of the fact that, you know, I just want to kind of be single for a little bit, you know? But that's sort of my story. That's sort of my story. You met ETH.
What?
These are... Nice, dude. Talking about fantasy football. You fell in love with crypto. I did fall in love with crypto. I think I am seriously addicted to crypto. Like, I don't think there's a time in the day where I'm not like, what is crypto doing? All right, Bitcoin might be breaking out right now. At 47.4, we know we got to break 47,400. That's the level for us to break for Bitcoin. Can we do it tonight? Can we do it tonight? Let's go. Let's go. Crypto Fever said, watch him be married with 2 kids. His wife does the camera for his streams. That wouldn't go over too well. That wouldn't go over too well. BTC breaking out of the 15-minute. Yeah. Do Karen talking about streaming every night? Yeah. Karen. Do Karen talking about streaming every night? All right, come on, BTC. Break 47.4 and then make your way back up to the top of this flag. And let's get down to it.
What's up, Jordan?
Man. Marcus said, what's your credit score? Dude. Ryan wants to look at LCX. Let's look at LCX. LCS. LCX. I don't know. Is that a stock? No. It's not on Ryan, it's not on TradingView. You said he got it at 1 cent. So I assumed it probably went up. And you're probably hyped right now. That's what I assume. Milk and Honey said South Korea sticking out some cryptocurrencies, 724th. Haven't heard anything about that. Like I said, I didn't really do much looking at news today, to be honest. Maybe that's not new. Vanilla said, what's up, Jordan? What do you think of Sushi Swap? Let's look at Sushi Swap for Vanilla in the chat. Sushi Swap. I thought that I was Sushi Swap. Do. Sushi Swap. All right, Sushi Swap on the daily. What do we got going on? So we were looking at this downtrend of resistance. It hasn't really been respected. You broke it, came back below it, broke it, came back below it. So let's just dump that trend line because that hasn't been respected whatsoever. Now, if we look, we're kind of hugging that 382 Fibonacci level, right? The 382 Fibonacci level. If you break below that, just historically, I mean, you have gotten support at different levels, but I think, you know, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. I mean, you could come back down to 990 potentially. But if Bitcoin starts bouncing, which it might be doing right now, you could see this continue back up and retest the golden pocket zone. You just got to get back over this golden pocket for Sushi. Look at how he perfectly wicked to the 618 level. Like, it was quite beautiful if you ask me. Quite beautiful if you ask me. So that's what I'm watching there for Sushi. Looks good. I'm not complaining about Sushi whatsoever. Let's just break that golden pocket zone. Okay. Let's focus on that. Come on, BTC. I wish that I had Jordan's girl. I wish that I had Jordan's girl. ETH. I wish that I had Jordan's girl. Looks like Bitcoin is breaking out. Yeah, we're breaking the 236 Fibonacci. We're trying to, at least. Just like we did back here. I remember, like we said earlier, I remember the stream where we just like we couldn't break 47.4. We eventually did, and that was sort of the key to the next run. If we can have an hourly close above this, I'm liking the chances of Bitcoin moving up here. I'm liking the chances. But we just opened the hourly, so we got a long hourly to go for BTC. But you actually got, I think you're going to see continuation here. If you just look at strictly the candle body, look at the hourly bullish hammer here on the hourly candle, right? Now it is the hourly, so take that with a grain of salt. But typically, when you see a hourly bullish hammer, right? What you usually see is at least one candle continuation up, typically. So let's see if you get that continuation up. Hopefully that can push you to test the bull flag resistance at about 47,750. So that's what we're watching right now. You can't buy Sunday yet. Music for Bitcoin. Are descending channels bearish? Depends how long they are. If they're relatively short, they're more bull flags. If they extend for an extended period of time, I'd probably say they're a little bearish. You know? Pat said, I wish that I could have Jabba's girl. It broke that small wedge you made earlier. The small wedge. Oh, you're talking about this wedge on the 15-minute? I know we had like a little bit of 15-minute wedge going on too. A little 15-minute wedgie. Let's see the 15-minute wedgie. I don't think it's there anymore. Actually, you know what Bitcoin did on the 15-minute though that I actually really like? Look at this little consolidation it broke out of, right? It had like kept making higher lows, kept making lower highs. Looks like you've broken that to the upside. I mean, obviously that's short-term time frame stuff, so take that with a grain of salt. But I'm just curious where that target would put you. Just curious. Let's see. Yeah, it would break you out. It would put you upwards of 48.3. If that does play out. Once again, it is the 15-minute chart. So take that with as much grain of salt as you can take with a 15-minute chart. Stop pumping your Doge. Doge is pumping on the 1 minute. Doge. How is SHIB looking today, guys? I know I sort of SHIB pumped the other day, and it kind of Coinbase always coming in for SHIB. Actually holding up not bad, considering. You know, it's actually holding up. Surprised. Thought you're going to see a pump and a dump. It's holding up here. I'll give it to SHIB. I'll give it to SHIB. You know, hey, I'm a man of my word. If it performs well, hey, whatever.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I don't know if it's going to the moon, but, you know, I'll give it, you know, what it is. I mean, it's actually holding up pretty well here. I'm very shocked. I am very shocked. Where's Ken with his hot sauces? Ken? You guys want to visit Ken? Okay. Let's go visit Ken real quick. Bitcoin could be breaking out. Who knows? I mean, Bitcoin tends to be a troll, right? So let's go visit Ken. We haven't seen Ken in a while. I think it's a good time to go visit Ken. Okay? See you guys in a second. What's going on, guys? Long time no see. I've been busy giving BitBoy my sources. Busy giving BitBoy my sources. As we know, right? Why do you think BitBoy has been telling you that we're gonna top out by the end of September to the middle of October? I've been giving him all my sources. I give out cheap sources, as you can see on the sign right here, cheap crypto sources. We are going to top out in this bull market and hit 100K. We're going to hit 100K by the end of September to the middle of October, okay? Why do you think BitBoy is so adamant about around the blockchain? Why do you think Bob gets so hyped about Shiba at the end of this year? I have sources, and I've been telling multiple people about my sources, okay? So look at my brain. It's huge. I know a lot of things that you guys don't know. Don't talk crap about me in the chat. I see you guys talking crap in the chat. I see you talking crap in the chat. I'm smarter than all y'all. I got sources. Don't hate on the sources. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Don't hate on the sources. Middle of October, we're hitting 100K. Well, I don't know if I trust Ken's sources right now. I think that's a little bit too optimistic, but hey, Ken has the sources. He's been telling everyone his sources, okay? So trust at your own will. I don't know if we're going to hit 100K by the middle of October, but that's what Ken thinks. So keep that with a grain of salt. All right, Bitcoin is slowly but surely trying to mosey its way up here. Moseying its way up. Very slowly. Like a little creeper. Tends to be what Bitcoin does. But I like the continuation here. I like the bullish engulfing on the hourly into a bullish hammer. I like a continuation up. Just a matter of how much continuation we do get up here in the hourly. 4 hour, we're coming up to test it again, guys. Look at how close we are to the resistance line here on the 4 hour. We're coming up to test it again. This could potentially get a little bit juicy. Yeah? A little bit juicy. Love those sauces. What's going on, Will? Earn my sub. No days off said I don't like him. That is Ken. That's where BitBoy gets the sources. Crypto Fever. So what do you think about Wendy O? She seems pretty cool. Seems pretty cool. I don't really watch anything. You know, she's on Around the Blockchain sometimes, and I hear Bob watching her, and I hear it in the background sometimes. She seems pretty cool. Seems pretty cool. Very knowledgeable. And is reading the smoke. What's up, Majestic? Sources don't lie. You can't make this up. Come on, BTC. Get that last little juice up to... We need a break, guys. We're so close here. We're so close. I think we need to break somewhere around like 47... We'll call it 47,750. But we are about $200 off there. So, like I said, there's always a chance we can go a little bit lower, but we're so close to this resistance that we could blink. We've seen it before. We could blink, and Bitcoin could pump. Right? That's how close we are to this resistance right now. We could literally blink and pump. Now, I would prefer not to blink and pump. Okay, I prefer to look and pump, but that's besides the point. Lisa said, Jordan, BTC is moving. Also, can you check on FET? You can check on FET. FET. Let's look at Fetch AI. Fetch AI. Interesting chart. I'm gonna clear this out. It's getting a little messy there. I hate when my charts are messy. If there's too many lines going on, it just really makes me really rumbles my jimmeries here. So Bitcoin 30 minutes from busting out. Could be. So yeah, your previous high daily closes. Look at where you closed yesterday, or technically yesterday, but today. Look at where you closed. Right there. Okay. And I'm looking for that to hold. Daily stock RSI, just like every alt, and that's why I'm so bullish right now. That's why I'm so bullish, even though people are bearish as heck right now. Sentiment's still low. I don't understand, but dude, stock RSI's bottomed out. This could have some momentum to move up. Okay. You look at your daily RSI, you have bullish divergence too. You're seeing this from a lot of different coins, and as well as that. I mean, if you just look about where this coin has bounced from historically, should just adjust that slightly here. There you go. You have a trend line coming up. It's more so just a big rising channel, mostly. It's actually kind of funny. Like a big wedge / rising channel. But yeah, I mean, this would make sense of a potential bounce here. Now, if you break this, all right, cool. We might see a little movement, maybe back down to like 66.3. But generally speaking, I don't think you're in any sort of trouble just yet. I just don't know how much momentum you have to the downside here. Don't know how much momentum you have. I'm seeing some dot movement, slow dot movement, chain link, slow chain link movement. ETH, slow ETH movement. Mostly, we're worried about Bitcoin at the current moment, which is really close to this resistance, guys. Look at Bitcoin right now. Look at it. Soak it. I want you guys to soak in that Bitcoin chart right now. We're at 47,560. Okay. We need to break 47,750 for Bitcoin. We are extremely close. Soak it in. Man, we actually wicked all the way up to 47,600 there. 47,600. Just look at it today. BTC is being perfect. It is. It is. Ran alert. Ran alert. I don't know if it's time to be ran alert. How many people are still in here right now? Damn, we still got 1,100 people in here. You guys are awesome. We're at 850 likes. I think, within the next 10 minutes or so, we should at least be able to hit 1,000 likes. Let's hit 1,000 likes, guys. Let's hit 1,000 likes. We can easily do that right now. Okay? Easily do that right now. Right? And if we hit 1,000 likes, well, historically, it's been a pretty good indicator of Bitcoin pumping. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know how true that is, but we'll rock with it. We'll rock with it. All right. So, yeah. What do we got going on in the chat here? Real Big said, come on, BTC, don't troll us this weekend. I mean, historically, we'll probably see a troll, right? We'll probably see a troll. How much have we made in the last year? Better than gold, but it's still crazy. How much have we made this year? Well, let's just go back and see let's just go back today, a year ago today, right? So we know we've kind of had ups and downs and craziness. Let's just go back from a year today. So it's September 18th. Where was Bitcoin on September 18th of last year? Bitcoin last year at September 18th was at $10,000. Okay. So you're looking at, for math, we'll call it a 4x there, from this time last year, which is not that long ago. Pretty funny. It's actually kind of crazy to think that September of last year was a year ago. It's actually really crazy to think about, like, overall. And this is when Bitcoin started to really pick up here. It was right around the beginning of October is when Bitcoin really started to rip. Will we see something similar? It's actually really crazy. Dude, it's actually really crazy the similarities between this price action in this price action. Like overall, it's like obviously they're bigger scales, but extremely similar and literally, you know, relatively speaking, like around the same time frames. You know what I mean? You had your dump. I'd probably say, you know, this bottom, very similar to this bottom. You know, this big dump happened like the right in the beginning of September. Where did this dump happen? Right here, right in the beginning of September. Right in the beginning of September. It's actually quite interesting. I don't know. I'm just sort of looking back in time here. Bullish on likes. All right, so Ghost Eye just became a gold member. Became a gold member. Gold member. Oh, gold member. What's up, Ghost Eye? I'm a little dancy today. I'm just slightly dancy today. But yeah, like Waterfly said, members only streams on Saturday mornings. Okay, Saturday mornings. Do a fractal. A fractal down there. Yeah, we looked at it yesterday. I guess we can do it again. Like I said, I think what we looked at last time, it's not the exact same, but it's, you know, it's more about, fractals are not about perfectly matching up. They're more so about the price structure and the price movement over time. You know? Rally cap. I gotta work tomorrow as well. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. I forgot tomorrow was Saturday. Wow. Jordan, how could you forget tomorrow was Saturday? Why am I talking to myself right now? No, I actually forgot tomorrow was Saturday, guys. So tomorrow will be members only stream in the morning. Quite interesting. Fractals are actually beautiful. They are actually beautiful. They are actually beautiful. My favorite fractal is the ETH fractal. You guys know the ETH fractal. You guys want to see a fractal? I know we can look at Bitcoin all day, but I think, you know, there's two ETH fractals that I love, and I think both of them could play out pretty well. You know, it was interesting. I was actually talking about this, and then actually afterwards, Ben actually made a video on this. We've been talking about this on the stream for like a couple weeks, and then Ben made a video about this exact thing. But dude, ETH did this same thing twice in 2016 and 2017, and both times broke it to the upside. If you look at it historically, let me go to the weekly chart for this. A little bit better on the weekly chart because you can kind of see it a little better. So there's two fractals that could potentially play out for me. Okay, there's two fractals. Let's look at. I guess we can look at both. And I think this is telling for Bitcoin too, because it could tell us maybe what happens for Bitcoin. So let's take this fractal. Just you know, so we have one fractal here. This is a potential fractal here, with both of them double topped. Don't say fractal, boy. Both of them double topped, right? So basically, why these are similar? Well, you had the double top in the back test of the middle of the price action, right? So we look back here. What did you do? Well, you had the double top. You back test the middle of the price action, consolidated, went up, right? This time's a little bit different. It's not better when you overlay it, but you had the double top in 2016. This time you back tested the middle high. You bounced, but this time you actually made a lower low before continuing up. So which one will happen? Will we consolidate and just pump? Or will we consolidate and make a lower low on the weekly? That's going to be interesting. It actually wasn't a lower low. It was actually the exact same low as the previous low, right? So this one would be like ETH doing something like this, right? Where, hold on, let me, I don't like overlaying it. It sort of sucks. So it would be like ETH doing something like this. We bounce, we come back down, and then we go, right? That's what this one would sort of be. Will ETH do that, or we'll do like we had here, where we bounce, come back down, maybe make one more higher low, and then we go, right? Which one will happen? It could be either one. Could be either one. I'm leaning towards the first one. You know, I am a bull, so but and just based off, you know, where we are in the trend, where the daily indicators are looking like, I don't know. I see a breakout here, like we looked at this. You know what I mean? With the divergence in the hodlers not spending any coins. The amount of coins that are being held by hodlers who don't move their coins is going up while the price action is going down. Like we talked about historically, that's led to a big move for Bitcoin. So there's a lot of stuff that I think we're going to move up sooner rather than later, rather than move down and then move up, right? Move down, then move up. NGMI said fractals. Every percent we move from here, Jordan needs to take a shit. No, guys, Ben's awesome, dude. Ben doesn't suck. I wasn't saying that in any ways. I was just saying that. And Ben did not steal that from me. He probably just saw it himself and he made it, right? Ben's awesome. Ben's one of the only channels that I watch, to be honest, right? Because I like looking at longer term time frames. That's why on my videos, I make longer term time frame videos, because that, in the grand scheme of things, that's what really matters, right? There's, like I said, when I'm most days, there's two person's videos I watch, right? There's two people's videos I watch. Who are those two people that I watch every day? Okay, I watch George, maybe not both streams, but at least one every day, and I watch Ben. Those are the only two people I watch for my longer term analysis and you know, the basic news and what's going on during the day. Only two people I watch. Now, occasionally, I like to watch other streams just to get the basic sentiment of the market, because I think usually what you see is when everyone's hyping up. Usually what you see is when everyone's super bullish, Bitcoin usually does the opposite. When everyone's super bearish, everyone does the opposite. So sometimes I watch videos just to get the sentiment of the market, but normally those are the only two videos I watch, right? Only two videos I watch. That's some good stuff, dude. And Sneak can watch BitBoy. Yeah, I watch BitBoy sometimes too. I think BitBoy gets a bad rap. I actually like BitBoy. I think he gets a bad rap. For really no reason. You know? Ben from BitBoy? No, Ben from Ben Cowan. Not BitBoy, but I do like BitBoy. Altcoin Daily, great channel. Altcoin Daily is good too. I don't really watch Altcoin Daily though, to be honest. Jordan is George. We're all George. Alex Jones. Actually, the two you know what's funny? What's really funny, guys, and it might not be a coincidence, right? But the two streamers that are the two YouTubers that I know watch my channel from every now and then happen to be Ben and George. Now, there's probably other ones too that lurk, right? There's probably other ones that lurk and don't say anything. There's probably one right now watching. Who knows? But I know Ben's been in the chat before, and I know Ben's been in the chat and subscribed. And I know George been in the chat. Obviously, he's in there all the time and subscribed as well. Is it a coincidence that those are the two people I watch? Maybe, but I thought it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, to be honest. You know. I don't like BitBoy. I don't know, man. Patrick said, I'm Jordan. Lurker. Crypto Lifer watches you. Really? We're kind of random right now, guys. You guys are new. I mean, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. There's not a lot of people out there that stream for 2.5 hours. Okay, so at some point, you got to start talking about like other stuff than crypto, or you're gonna go insane. Like, I've actually had pretty good practice. We did a 12-hour stream. That was crazy, man. Now, like I've always said, a 12-hour stream's not hard. It depends what content you're doing. Crypto is tough, especially on a slow day, because there's only so much you can really talk about. If you're like gaming or something, it's sort of easy because you can. I mean, if you're playing a game you like, you can play that for hours on end, and it's fun. Of course, that day that we did a 12-hour stream was like literally the most painful day there's ever been in crypto. And then the next day, we went nuts. We like pumped to oblivion. That's the day we went from like 50K to 53K. And Saturday before, we did nothing. Absolutely nothing. We didn't pump or dump. 12-hour stream was good. It was a little flat, but fun. It was a little flat, It was a little flat. The funnest game ever. All right, guys. I mean, hold on. We got someone asked for H bar. We had Ricky who asked for H bar here. Let's do H bar for Ricky. I don't know, man. Bitcoin's sitting at 47.5. It's so close to breaking out. We kind of said the same thing yesterday, which actually did break out yesterday out of the wedge. But then it didn't quite hit the target, but it did break out to the upside. But then it came back down. But all right, H bar. Dog coins are pumping hard. I'm out. All right, guys. Dog coins are pumping hard. I'll see you later.
Nope.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
Dog coins are pumping hard. We're going to zero, guys.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
See you later. No, but H bar, 41.5 cents, right? 41.5 cents for H bar. You're coming back down to simply test your highs, right? You're right at your highs right now. Literally right at your highs, right? So you're looking for a potential bounce off this high, right? And to come back up and test the 1.618 Fibonacci. If you can't break that, well, if you do break your highs, we've been talking about this so many coins. So many coins are in that exact same position, right? The exact same position. So that's what we're watching for. Can you break 41.8 cents? If you do, you probably come back down to, I mean, just looking at the history, I mean, you don't have much support until like 34.2 cents, right? 34.2 cents. If you do break this, or if you do hold this and you bounce, 65.3. Let's check the daily EMA ribbon here. Daily EMA ribbon. You're pretty overextended from it. You're pretty overextended. You might need to come back down and test it, or at least consolidate here to allow it catch up to you. You usually don't like to be this too overextended from it. I mean, historically, when you get so far extended, you usually come back down. So maybe you consolidate here for a little bit, let it catch up to you, and then you move back up. Certainly, probably is a possibility here. What's up, Jim? Cardano looks horrible. Let's see. Why am I doing anything tonight? I'm not doing anything tonight. So sometimes on Fridays I go out after the stream. Today probably not. Probably not today. I don't know. I don't really have anything to do tonight, honestly. And hey, to me, like doing nothing sometimes is great, man. I love doing nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is awesome. Prince said dog coins are pumping hard. They better not be pumping hard, man. We have to look at the... Let's look at the gainers, losers here. Inu. Nuinu. Nuinu and Kinu Inu. And we have... What else we got here? Not really much else. Inu Inu, Iniminu, Shinaminu. Really not much going on besides Inus. So many Inus, man. Too many Inus in the community, dude. Too many Inus. Guys, one thing. Make sure, okay? Make sure you hit that like button, one thing, okay? Second, make sure you hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, but make sure you hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. Sometimes if you can't find my stream, that will help because you'll get a notification up top. And you also get a notification when I upload a video. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell below. Okay? Do it. What time is it? 9:34? Come on, dude, BT. I want to stay on, guys. I'm really considering that this is going to break to the upside. There's no George stream tonight. So normally I like to get off around this time because I like to watch George's stream live normally. But there's no George stream tonight. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? You guys think that do you guys think that Bitcoin has the juice to break out tonight? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Mosher Man said if Bitcoin breaks out on stream, I'll hit notification bell. Hey, that's a good one too. 1,000 likes. We hit 1,000 likes? Let's see. I was trying not to look at it to the end of the stream. But yes, we hit 1,000 likes. Look at that. That is some juicy likes, if you ask me. Juicy likes. I love it, man. I love it. We're all about those. I don't know if we're going to hit our 1,200 like target. We're pretty close to the 1,200 like target. We're pretty close. It would have been so much cooler if you just said ended the stream after you said that. Hard to say. It is hard to say. I mean, we're really close on this. Really close on this. We got room to run. It's not like, so sometimes we'll be topped out on the RSI and I'll be like, dude, it's probably not likely we break out here. But the problem is we have room to run on the hourly RSI. We have room to run on the 4-hour RSI. We're bottomed out on the stock RSI in the 4-hour. We got room to run on the daily RSI. We got room to run on the daily stock RSI. So for me, all the time frames right now are pointing to up. It's just a matter of when. Or is Bitcoin going to be a troll and troll us here? And troll us. And I think what's going to happen here is we're going to have to see a move relatively soon. Why are we going to have to see a move relatively soon? Well, we know we have this downtrend of resistance, and then we have this horizontal support level, right? Horizontal support level. So we're going to get squeezed in between these two levels here, and Bitcoin's going to have to make a decision. Most likely, it looks like by tomorrow night. By tomorrow night, I expect Bitcoin to make a decision whether it's going to go lower or it's going to break out to the upside. That's sort of what I'm sort of waiting for here, and probably most people are waiting for here. Well, which one of those levels you're going to break first on a close? Could be interesting. Could be real interesting. Let's see. Lisa became a Jordan 9 member. What's going on, Lisa? What's going on? Are you wearing a Shiba Inu costume in their picture? Lisa, are you wearing... Everyone look at Lisa's picture there. Lisa, thank you for becoming a member, by the way. But are you wearing a Shiba Inu costume in your picture? Or is that a bear? Either one, I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't tell if that's a dog or a bear. Either one, it's either a Shiba or it's a bear. I don't like it. I don't like it, Lisa. I don't like it one bit. I do like you, though. I do like you. But, you know, the costume. Zzzt, zzzt. Zip it off for me. Hell yeah. It's a bear. Hey, Jordan, would you mind taking a look at Omi? Might be under Ecomi. Love your streams. Love the vibes. Thank you, Rise Hero. Thank you, Rise Hero. Look at BTC. Look at BTC. Look at BTC, 47,620. Like I said, slowly but surely making our way up here. Making our way downtown, as we would like to say. BTC and ADA will break out, said Ghost Eye. Holy crap, Ghost Eye coming in with a $30 super chat saying BTC and ADA will break out. I'm on your side, man. I mean, things on to me, the chart looks pretty bullish right now. You guys know me, if it looks bearish, I'm going to let you know. All right, I'm going to let you know. But to me, the charts look pretty bullish. Not going to say it's not possible for Bitcoin to break down here. We've been over it multiple times in the stream. I mean, the charts to me look pretty bullish, right? So we'll keep it at that. All right, here comes Bitcoin. 47,660. Yeah, we'll look at Ukomai, Ghost Eye, BTC and ADA breakout, and then Mamba said ADA looks weak. ADA does look semi-weak right now. It's not having a great bounce off its previous high. That's what is somewhat sketchy about ADA, but I'm not worried about ADA in the long term whatsoever. It's more so about short term. It's short term, it does look pretty weak though. He sold, pump it. Come on, BTC. You're right. You're knocking on the door again. This is the fifth time it's come to knock on this door here. Let me break it on the fifth try. We're also trying to make our way up here on the flag. Still under a red cloud on the Ichimoku. Red cloud on the Ichimoku cloud. All right, let's look at Ecomi real quick while we wait for Bitcoin to hopefully make some moves here, guys. Ecomi. Look at Ecomi go on the daily. We'll keep the Shiba on my shoulder for a little bit. I think he's kind of cute. I don't like Shiba, but I think he's kind of cute. But dude, 0.5. So you're at 0.5 cents. You broke your highs. You've been really moving here for Ecomi. All right. Next target is the 1.618 fib, which these coins like to hit if they really start moving. It's 0.64 cents. So good to see another pretty big move here. Another pretty big move. Yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful setup. You got oversold on the daily stock RSI. As soon as you hit that bottom and you cross back, that's when you started to pump. And that's why I'm so bullish on a lot of these other coins, is because a lot of these other coins are doing the exact same thing. And this is what we could be seeing from other coins too, potentially. It all depends on Daddy Bitcoin. But some coins, like Ecomi, are breaking out. Looks like Algo's starting to get a little bit of movement here. Doesn't look like it, but it's up like 2.5% here on the new day. So it's trying to get a nice bounce. See if Algo can get some movement. Song is so cringe. I think that's the point, man. It wouldn't be a pump song if it wasn't cringe, right? If it was like some really cool song, it wouldn't be the same, right? The pump song is literally part of the stream now. You cannot take the pump song away from us. anymore. It's actually quite sad that you would say that the pump song is cringe. You know, I'm actually quite sad, and you're even making Shiva sad that you would say that the pump song is cringe. How could you do that to us? If you don't like the pump song, well, you know what? You know what? There's thousands of us that like the pump song. So go find a new song, right? Mute the stream. Play a different song. Okay? Play a different song. If you don't like the pump song. I'm just kidding, dude. Man, I'm getting too pumped there.
Rant alert.
Don't unpump. 47.7 and coming. Here we go.
King Jordan. Evan. Possibly.
Pump song is not great. Let's see. Sunny said, what up, King? How much BTC ETH and SOL is ideal to hold, possibly for retirement? Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. Right? So for retirement, it depends on how old you are. It depends on it depends how high Bitcoin goes. I have no clue. I'm not even going to try to answer that question. Right? Because if you're 20 years old, it's going to take you a lot more money to retire than if you're 60, right? That's a tough question to ask. It all depends on age and what kind of lifestyle you want. Sonny, I wish I could answer that question for you, but I need a little bit more info, right? A little more info to potentially attempt to answer that question, even though I probably have zero clue what the answer to the question actually is. Okay? Just being honest, Sonny. But thank you for the super chat, man. Mamba over the super chat said, good time to buy FTM. Let's check out FTM from Mamba. From Mamba in the chat. FTM. Yeah, so FTM we know is in a wedgie. And if Bitcoin can stay strong here, if Bitcoin can break this resistance, right, most likely you're going to see FTM break out of this wedge. Yeah. Now we know we love wedges on this channel. Yeah, we really love wedges on this channel. But would you say it's a good buy? That's maybe a little bit of a different story. Now we're down, let's see if we're down 20%. I mean, we're down 33% from your highs. Historically, right? If I really like a coin, I would scoop some up here if I really liked it. Yeah, if I really liked it. Now, what I'll always say is, do not buy. Okay. Do not buy. Okay. If what is the key thing here? Do not buy if you're not okay with your buy going down 50%. Okay. If you're looking to hold long term, you gotta be okay with, no matter how confident you can be in the market, you can't time the market. You got to be okay with your investment going down 50% if you're a long-term holder. Yeah. Would you be okay with FTM going down to 60 cents right now? Would you be okay with that? And if the answer is yes, that answers your question. If your answer is no, that answers your question, in my opinion. Okay. That's if you're a long-term holder. If you're a short-term holder, totally different answer. But that's the way I sort of look at it, right? Love the Eurotrash pump song. Damn, the pump song is getting some hate today. The pump song is getting some hate. How could you hate on the pump song? Vijay said, oh no. Oh, Sunny said, I'm 64, grounded lifestyle. I currently have 5 BTC, 50 ETH, and 500 SOL. Dude, you're ahead of most people. You're ahead of 99% of people, if not higher percentage. You know? You're... Sonny, if you have 5 Bitcoin and 50 ETH, okay, you're ahead of 99% of people. All right? Seriously, you're ahead of 99% of people. you have 50 Bitcoin, that's a lot of Bitcoin. It's a lot of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? That's, I mean, you're already, I wouldn't say you're already set, but you, dude, you're pretty close. You're pretty close. If you have 50 Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So take that for what you will. You don't need it. You don't need to go up pretty high. I don't know if you're trolling though. You see, you said hoping I can afford a Honda Accord when I retire in 6 years. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I had 25 BTC in 2013. I'm 41 and I own 2 cats and 1 dog and 0 Bitcoin. That's true, dude. All right, Vijay said, can Shiba Inu explode to 0.1 cents in 2022?
Nope.
Vijay, did you just hold on? Let's go get Bob's take on this. Did you really just ask if SHIB can hit 0.1 cent in 2022? 1 cent? What kind of lowball price prediction is that? Shiba's hitting $1. It's guaranteed. Final Stand told me today on his video. If you haven't watched Final Stand video, he loves meme coins. He's pumped up Dogecoin and Shiba. That is a lowball price prediction. 1 cent? It's going to $1. What kind of... I'm actually disgusted at your 0.1 cent prediction for Shiba. What kind of Shiba Inu are you? You don't deserve to be in our family. We all believe in $1 Shiba, and you're questioning 1 cent? I'm disgusted. Disgusted with you, Vijay. Disgusted. I'm done, bro. Vijay, Shiba's not hitting 1 cent. Shiba is not hitting 1 cent. I'll be honest with you. Bob thinks $1. Shiba's not hitting 1 cent. Yo, just to be honest, its market cap would have to be ridiculously high to hit 1 cent. It's not even worth talking about. What kind of Shiba? Bob is balding on the top. He is balding on the top. I have $100 worth of Shiba. AVAX is killing it. Dude, come on, Bitcoin. Stop trolling. Bitcoin's the biggest troll. It's not even Bob.
Trolling at all. New to crypto. Want to make sure. Long term. IBT 200.
200 Sol. That's pretty good. Yeah, AVAX is killing it right now. 72.26 for AVAX. 72.26. Literally killing it. Like, you cannot kill it any more than you are. 72.26. You've broken this level here. You're off to the races, man. And AVAX has no chill at the moment. 72.20, 33. Who knew Doge would blow up? Who knew? Who knew? It's all because of Elon. If Elon didn't come in, Doge wouldn't have pumped. Right? That was based purely off luck. You know what I mean? It would have still went up because the whole crypto market went up, but it wouldn't have pumped up as high as it is now. Doge Ethereum. I had 3K worth of Shiba and sold for 4.5K when listed on Coinbase. Nice, dude. Isha. All right, guys. It's getting late. It's getting late. It's really getting late. Sonny said, not trolling at all. I'm 44, new to crypto, so I want to make sure I invested for the long term and in the right coins. Only 5 Bitcoin, 50 ETH, and 200 SOL. Dude, the market could double. Market could double, and you'd probably be set. Right? So because 5 Bitcoin, I said 50 Bitcoin. 5 Bitcoin, you're at about 250,000 ish. We'll round it up, 250,000. 50 ETH, I mean, you're at another 150,000, so you're at 400 and 200 SOL. I'm not going to do math there, but let's say 600,000. That could you just need that to double, even triple, and you'd be. I mean, Bitcoin hits 100K. I mean, you're probably going to be. I don't know if you can rinse higher off that, but you're going to be pretty damn good. Pretty damn good if you use that money good. Like I said, I'm not going to answer that question. Depends. Each chain at 1 cent. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a stream. It's 9:54. Bitcoin's trolling us at the current moment. Like we always say, I'll probably get off the stream and Bitcoin will pump. Remember to hit that like button before you go. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Okay? Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Guys, go check out my Cardano video or the Ethereum video that I uploaded the last 2 days. If you want a little bit long-term analysis on Ethereum and Cardano and my thoughts on the two, go check those out. There's some good fractals and things like that. So definitely go check those out after the stream right now. Other than that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Members only stream tomorrow morning. I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes tomorrow at all, but we should be going live at normal time. All right. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. As always, don't panic sell your crypto. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and do not panic sell yo crypto. All right. Peace. And I'm still here. And I'm still here.